Go Young-jun, a manager at Gaydari Group, sits composedly as he delivers a shocking declaration. Let's break up. Mo-jun, an assistant manager at the same group, stares wide-eyed, clearly taken aback by the sudden announcement. From an overhead perspective, Mo-jun appears to accept the breakup with a simple, quiet, alright. A close-up reveals Mo-jun's eyes, filled with a mix of resignation and understanding, as she internally acknowledges, I expected as much. Thoughts continue, framing Go Young-jun's status against the imposing backdrop of the Gaydari Group's towering buildings. You're the son of the Gaydari Group chairman and the next heir. Mo-jun's internal monologue contrasts their social standings, reflecting on her own humble origins. On the other hand, I'm just the daughter of a rural farm family. A flashback shows a younger Mo-jun, tears streaming down her face, waving goodbye to her parents as she vows, I'll come back. Back in the present, Mo-jun confronts Go Young-jun, her voice tinged with bitterness. I suppose I was just a woman for you to play with, but Go Young-jun quickly denies it. No, I never thought of you that way. Mo-jun slams her hands on the table, her frustration boiling over as she demands, then what is it? Why are you trying to break up with me? She presses him. Do you even like me? Go Young-jun recoils, clutching his head in visible distress, uttering a pained, ugh. Suddenly, Go Young-jun collapses to the floor, prompting a horrified cry from Mo-jun. Go Young-jun! Mo-jun frantically leans over the unconscious Go Young-jun, urging him, what's wrong? Pull yourself together. A close-up on Mo-jun's terrified face shows her dawning realization as she thinks, wait, don't tell me. Overcome with emotion, Mo-jun imagines Go Young-jun in a hospital bed, pushing her away due to a terminal illness, and hears him whisper, live happily, Mo-jun. In a dramatic display, Mo-jun slaps the prone Go Young-jun, desperately pleading, no, Go Young-jun, please don't die, as the crowd gathers. Her internal lament continues, focusing on her outstretched hand. How am I supposed to live without you? Suddenly, Go Young-jun jolts upright, startling Mo-jun, who exclaims, Go Young-jun. Mo-jun, relieved, expresses her joy. I'm so glad you're awake, while Go Young-jun, still disoriented, manages to ask, are you feeling all right? Me. To Mo-jun's astonishment, Go Young-jun strikes a cute pose, complete with cat ears and fangs, letting out a soft meow. Mo-jun watches in utter disbelief as Go Young-jun continues to make strange, cat-like gestures on the floor. Mo-jun's face contorts in pure terror and confusion, letting out a bewildered, huh, as she processes the bizarre turn of events. A bald, bespectacled doctor gravely diagnoses its acute meow-meow syndrome. Mo-jun reacts with an incredulous shout, what? Mo-jun glares suspiciously at the doctor, questioning, what kind of name is that for a disease? The doctor calmly replies, think about it, Mississippi. The doctor passionately laments the struggles of modern life, asking, how harsh is this modern society, listing the overtime, the scolding from superiors. He continues his tirade, detailing the woes of rejected work, the need to redo it on a Mac, and how his daughter asks for a new phone every 3 months. Mo-jun questions, are you talking about yourself? Compared to that. The doctor then shifts his focus, asking, don't you envy the life of a cat? As a cute feline appears, prompting Mo-jun's bewildered thought, a cat all of a sudden? He elaborates, painting a picture of feline bliss. They're praised even if they just sleep all day, and they're loved by everyone for their natural cuteness. With a knowing finger to his lips, the doctor concludes, then, naturally, you start to think, what if I became a cat? Mo-jun processes the bizarre theory, asking for clarification, so what you're saying is, Mo-jun questions the doctor's diagnosis, wondering if Go Young-jun's mind truly regressed into a cat because life was too hard. Baek-ina, visibly shocked, points out the absurdity, exclaiming, but he's a second-generation tycoon. What a surprise. The doctor calmly explains that stress varies from person to person. The doctor continues to elaborate, revealing that Go Young-jun has been under immense psychological pressure lately, enduring endless work and daily overtime. He muses, now that I think about it, I suppose. The doctor asserts that Go Young-jun's mental state is now no different from a cat's and offers to demonstrate. Mo-jun, sensing danger, cautiously advises against approaching him. Ignoring the warning, the doctor coos, there, kitty. The doctor brought a churu treat for you. As the doctor urges, come on, eat your churu, Go Young-jun lets out a furious meow and violently swats at the doctor's arm. Mo-jun watches in horror as the doctor recoils, a fresh scratch bleeding on his head from Go Young-jun's unexpected attack. The doctor cries out, my eyes, as Go Young-jun continues his assault. Mo-jun, in a panic, shouts, a doctor, we need a doctor, but the injured doctor defiantly yells back, it's fine, I am the doctor. The desperate cry for a doctor echoes, a stark contrast to the peaceful outdoor scenery with a grand fountain. Now outside, Mo-jun sits dejectedly on a park bench next to the still chibi Go Young-jun, sighing, this is hard. The doctor, along with Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian and another individual, tries to approach Go Yangjun, with the doctor pleading, "Let me pet you just once more." But Go Yangjun responds with a sharp hiss. Jun looks utterly exasperated, thinking to herself, I didn't think even the doctor would be a weirdo. Jun laments the terrible turn of events. Today is truly the worst. I get dumped by my boyfriend, and now I'm even nursing him. She then internally sighs, just my luck. Suddenly, a soft meow sounds from beside her. Jun looks down, puzzled, muttering, huh? Go Yangjun, in his chibi cat form, reaches out a tiny paw to Jun's leg, letting out a drawn-out MOWWW. Jun looks at Go Yangjun's paw on her leg, a glimmer of surprise and warmth in her voice. What is it, Go Yangjun? Are you trying to comfort me right now? She asks, feeling genuinely touched. But the moment of tenderness shatters as Go Yangjun suddenly yells moo and delivers a meow meow punch to Jun, who screams, KYA. Furious, Jun confronts him. What are you doing? I thought you were comforting me. Go Yangjun merely hisses in response, prompting her to demand, speak in human. Jun's frustration boils over as she thinks, how annoying. How can he be the same even after becoming a cat? Suddenly, the scene shifts, and Go Yangjun, back in his human form, sternly instructs Jun, Ms. Jun, please finish these documents by today. Jun, in her thoughts, laments their secret office romance, unable to show they are dating. Jun's internal monologue continues, highlighting the harsh reality of their relationship, and our dates are always overtime dates. Jun clenches her fist, thinking, Go Yangjun. Back on the bench, Jun looks at Go Yangjun, a thought forming in her mind. Did he? Her eyes widen in sudden realization, and she lets out a sharp gasp. Jun, off-panel, recognizes the new arrival, exclaiming, You're Yangjuan's mother. The woman, Gai Mija, wife of the Gaydari group chairman, lets out a triumphant oh ho ho ho. Gai Mija's expression hardens as she declares, I won't beat around the bush. Assistant manager break up with Yangjun. Gai Mija continues, acknowledging, I'm grateful you looked after my son's illness, but quickly adds, but I'm worried you'll cling to my sick son just because you're dating. Gai Mija begins to offer compensation, but Jun, holding a rubber band, quickly interjects, no, we just broke up. This unexpected response leaves Gai Mija utterly bewildered. Jun then presents the chibi Go Yangjun to his mother, stating, take this chubby dummy with you. Gai Mija, completely taken aback, can only utter, what? Still reeling, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian erupts. What? As Jun, with a determined stride, declares, if you'll excuse me, walking away from the scene. In the background, her men struggle to carry the chibi Go Yangjun. Jun affirms her decision internally, right, as the scene shifts to an exterior view of her apartment building. Lying in bed, Jun reflects, I'm not a kind enough woman to take care of a sick boyfriend, and besides, she continues her internal justification, reminding herself, Go Yangjun was the one who said we should break up first anyway. There's no reason to date a guy who doesn't like me. With a sigh of relief, Jun convinces herself it's a relief his mother is taking care of him. 3 days later, the quiet facade of the building remains. Suddenly, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian appears, her face etched with desperation, pleading, help me. Jun peeks from behind her door, her expression firm as she states, no returns allowed. Jun struggles to push the door shut, exclaiming, why would you come to someone's house on a holiday? Let go of me. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian desperately clings on, pleading, wait, Ms. Jun, just listen to me. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian frantically explains, I haven't been able to control Go Yangjun since he broke up with you. He's a total beast, a wild man. Above her, a miniature, enraged Go Yangjun leaps, letting out a furious moo. Jun retorts, you mean he's just an animal? Jun firmly declares, anyway, Go Yangjun and I broke up. He has nothing to do with me anymore. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, still desperate, stammers, I don't want to trouble you either. Jun. A flicker of concern crosses Jun's face as she asks, but Go Yangjun, what about Go Yangjun? Scene transitions to the grand exterior of a lavish mansion under a dramatic sky. Inside, clothes lie strewn across the floor, and a faint meow echoes, hinting at Go Yangjun's feline presence. A photo strip on the wall captures happier times between Jun and Go Yangjun as another mournful meow emanates nearby. Go Yangjun, in his chibi form, kneels on the floor, letting out a drawn-out, sorrowful meow. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian gestures towards the despondent Go Yangjun, explaining to Jun, Go Yangjun has been crying in front of your picture the whole time. He won't eat or sleep at all. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian turns to Jun, her voice filled with urgency. Ms. Jun, I think Go Yangjun still. Jun watches as Go Yangjun, now in his full human form, kneels before her, his head bowed in a profound gesture of humility. Jun gazes at Go Jun, who looks up at her with a solemn expression as she softly utters his name, Go Jun. Overwhelmed, Jun collapses to the floor, clutching her head, confessing, I don't even know anymore. Chibi Go Jun looks up at Jun, asking, did you miss me? Jun, her eyes filled with uncertainty, responds, do you still like me? Focusing on Go Jun's intense, cat-like eye, Jun confesses, I'm having a hard time, Go Jun. It's not because you're a cat, it's because I'm not sure if you even like me. Tears streaming down her face, Jun cries out, if you really liked me, you should have at least said so. Jun sits, watching the grumpy Chibi Go Jun, a silent tension hanging between them. Chibi Go Jun nuzzles his face against Jun's clothing, letting out a soft meow, a clear sign of affection. Jun looks down as Go Jun curls up on her lap, purring a gentle meow. A sudden realization dawns in Jun's eyes as she thinks, right? Later, Jun sits at her desk, head in her arms, reflecting, Go Jun is prickly. He never shows any affection. Jun's thoughts continue, lamenting that Go Jun is a dummy who utterly fails to understand her heart. Suddenly, a sharp gasp escapes her as a realization dawns. Her eyes snap open, wide with surprise, as the profound truth hits her. Go Jun was always. A wider view of the office reveals Go Jun's human form, a small but constant presence in the background, subtly confirming Jun's burgeoning realization. Memory solidifies. Go Jun, always by her side, his stern face a familiar sight. Jun, turning her head, expresses her astonishment, wondering aloud, what the Go Jun, and acknowledges that even after transforming into a cat. She concludes that Go Jun hasn't changed one bit as his chibi cat sticks out its tongue in a disgruntled MOWWW, while the elderly fan/guardian looks on, dramatically moved. Jun confronts Go Jun, sitting back to back, stating she still hasn't heard why he wanted to break up. Leaning against Go Jun with unwavering resolve, Jun declares that she will stay by his side until he tells her the reason. Go Jun's face contorts into a terrifying, fanged scream, the raw emotion of his transformation or outburst shaking the very panel. Jun screams, desperately trying to pull away from the chibi cat Go Jun, who clings to her arm with a determined meow, while the elderly fan/guardian watches nearby. Jun's frustrated thought echoes, seriously, why are you doing this? As a narrative box proudly declares, I have a cat boyfriend, love. Hands swiftly type on a keyboard, a sense of relief palpable as the task nears completion, followed by a soft, satisfied, phew. Jun stretches her arms high above her head, a wide yawn escaping her as she declares, it's finally over, ah. Go Jun apologizes to Jun for making her work overtime, but she quickly dismisses his concern, explaining that the client requested the files late. Jun, from her desk, counters Go Jun's apology, asserting that he, as the manager, has it hardest, working overtime every single day. Go Jun's calm voice asserts that such dedication is only natural. His hands firmly grip a document as he continues, explaining that as the leader of the team and holder of the highest position, it is his inherent duty. Go Jun looks up, holding the document, and states his belief that he should be the one doing the most work, concluding with a thoughtful Jun, with a slight bow and her bag in hand, announces her departure, only for Go Jun to quickly call out, wait a moment, Jun. Go Jun falters, mentioning the coffee, prompting a surprised Jun to ask if she should go buy some, before he quickly interjects, oh no. Go Jun, a faint blush on his cheeks, covers his mouth with his hand as he shyly suggests, let's go together. Jun's eyes widen in utter shock, her mouth agape as Go Jun's words hang in the air, just the two of us. And so, Jun stands, observing Go Jun and his chibi cat, surrounded by whimsical flowers, as their unexpected journey continues. Jun's thought, or so I thought, is interrupted by Go Jun's chibi cat pressing down on her, her face a mask of distress. Jun pleads with Go Jun, in his chibi cat form, not to squash her with his buff haunches, while a narrative box announces, now my boyfriend turned into a cat, love. The vibrant title card for the series appears, adorned with hearts and cat paw prints, signaling a new chapter in their unusual relationship. The elderly fan/guardian, her face etched with desperation, clasps her hands together, pleading with Jun, please, Jun, I'm asking for just 1 year. The elderly fan/guardian explains that a cure for meow meow syndrome is expected from Johns Hopkins University within a year, asking Jun if she could help Go Jun until then, as two cartoonish scientists beam in the background. Jun, with Go Jun's chibi cat still on her, reassures the elderly fan/guardian that it's fine, as Jun is her partner. The grateful elderly fan/guardian bows deeply, offering a heartfelt thank you. Still carrying Go Yongjuan's chibi cat, Mo Jun politely asks the elderly fan/guardian for help in removing him, explaining she needs to prepare for work tomorrow. The elderly fan/guardian, remembering, acknowledges her request. With a cheerful tone, Mo Jun announces her departure to Go Yongjun. As Mo Jun walks away, smiling and waving, she reassures Go Yongjun that she will return to see him immediately after work tomorrow, leaving him on the ground looking utterly dejected, while the elderly fan/guardian appears somewhat overwhelmed. Mo Jun's cheerful farewell echoes as Go Yongjun remains on the ground. His chibi form a picture of pure, silent dejection. The scene shifts to the next day, with an establishing shot of the modern, multi-story corporate headquarters of the Gaydari Group. Inside the office building, Mo Jun walks with a slight frown, expressing her lingering worry about Go Yongjun and whether his mother can adequately care for him. A determined thought flashes through Mo Jun's mind. She cannot wait and must visit Go Yongjun immediately after finishing work. Mo Jun's eyes widen in surprise as she utters Go Yongjun's name, clearly taken aback by something she just heard. Baek Ina leans in conspiratorially, asking Mo Jun if she's secretly dating the manager, eliciting a dramatic, shocked gasp from Mo Jun. "Hey, Baek Ina, you scared me," Mo Jun exclaims, still recovering from the shock, but Baek Ina dismisses it as a harmless prank, asserting that her intentions are clear. Baek Ina boldly declares that she's already claimed manager Go Yongjun, emphasizing the rarity of handsome, wealthy men, while Mo Jun offers an awkward, agreeable chuckle. As Baek Ina playfully promises Mo Jun the bouquet if she marries manager Go Yongjun, Mo Jun forces a polite thanks, while internally apologizing to her friend, revealing the secret that she is actually the one dating the manager. While Baek Ina casually checks her lipstick, Mo Jun's mind races, realizing the need for extreme caution as her relationship with Go Yongjun is a strictly guarded secret within the office. Mo Jun's anxiety intensifies, her thoughts consumed by worry for Go Yongjun, to the point of imagining his distinct meow. Suddenly, Go Yongjun appears, comically pressed against a glass door, his tongue out, letting out a soft meow as he stares directly at Mo Jun. Mo Jun, aghast, stammers, why are you here?" As Go Yongjun simply responds with a meow. Baek Ina, oblivious to the situation, questions Mo Jun's reaction. Baek Ina cheerfully greets Go Yongjun, identifying him as our manager, while a horrified Mo Jun tries to deny the situation, her face a mask of distress. Baek Ina asks if it's strange for the manager to be here, as another colleague bows respectfully and offers a good morning, manager. Go Yongjun, maintaining his stern expression, simply responds with a meow. Baek Ina scolds Mo Jun for being spaced out so early, turning to Go Yongjun for affirmation, who responds with a double meow. Mo Jun, however, has a sudden, horrifying realization about Go Yongjun's mother's involvement. Mo Jun's internal panic peaks as she realizes Go Yongjun's mother must have instructed him to come to work, picturing his mother dramatically exclaiming in distress, "Oh my, manager?" Mo Jun gasps in shock, demanding to know why Go Yongjun is crouching on the floor in such an unusual pose, while another colleague watches in bewilderment. Mo Jun quickly adopts the cat pose herself, explaining to Baek Ina that it's a yoga stretch excellent for the back. Baek Ina, however, admits she thought the manager had completely lost his mind. Mo Jun's face contorts with empathy, realizing how much pain our manager's back must have been in, her thoughts immediately turning to his mother's influence. Mo Jun's exasperated thoughts about Go Yongjun's mother continue, visualizing the elderly fan/guardian floating triumphantly above the building, letting out a relieved phew as if her plan succeeded. Looking down at the bustling office floor, Mo Jun resigns herself to the bizarre situation, simply stating, "Okay." For now, Go Yongjun sits calmly at his desk, meticulously grooming himself like a cat, completely oblivious to the human office environment. Mo Jun's worried expression returns as she reflects that while Go Yongjun hasn't done anything suspicious yet, she remains utterly uncertain of what chaos might unfold. Mo Jun's imagination conjures a horrifying scenario, her colleagues discovering Go Yongjun's true nature, picturing him on his back, grooming himself like a cat, while others stare in shock and capture the moment on their phones. She mentally exclaims, "Oh my god." Mo Jun's internal nightmare escalates, imagining a devastating news headline. Breaking news, shocking, Gaydari Group's second-generation chaebol licks his own butt, causing her immense internal distress. A colleague snaps Mo Jun back to reality, urgently asking her to send over a file. Mo Jun, startled, quickly responds, "Ah, yes." Mo Jun's mind races, realizing she needs to keep a watchful eye on Go Yongjun, yet the mountain of work before her demands her full attention. Suddenly, a blinding flash erupts, signaling an unexpected system error or power surge. Mo Jun gasps, her eyes wide with shock, questioning the sudden, inexplicable event. A single tear wells in Mo Jun's eye, reflecting her mounting distress and confusion. Beneath her desk, Go Yongjun stealthily reaches for the power button, his intentions unclear but undeniably mischievous. From above, Mo Jun remains oblivious as Go Young-jun continues to lurk, his eyes fixed on the computer. Suddenly, Go Young-jun lets out a playful meow, his posture resembling a cat preparing to pounce, baffling Mo Jun. Mo Jun collapses to her knees in despair, screaming that all her work is gone, as a colleague's voice echoes, impatiently asking if the file is ready. Through gritted teeth, Mo Jun forces a strained declaration, claiming it's fine and that she expected such a setback. As tears stream down her face, a stern voice from off-panel demands the file, adding to Mo Jun's misery. Mo Jun extends her arm, shielding Go Young-jun, a desperate thought forming in her mind. It's better if she's the target, ensuring Go Young-jun's secret remains safe. Scattered papers surround Go Young-jun as he flails on the floor, while Mo Jun's internal monologue continues, justifying her actions to protect his secret. A sharp, metallic sound echoes as shattered pieces of a pot lie strewn across the floor, a casualty of the unfolding chaos. Go Young-jun emits another meow from his prone position, attempting to evade detection, as Mo Jun observes him with a knowing, yet exasperated, gaze. Mo Jun clutches her head, internally questioning why Go Young-jun is relentlessly tormenting her, while her colleagues, Baek Ina and a dark-haired woman, observe, noting Go Young-jun's erratic behavior and wondering if Mo Jun is his latest target. Pushed to her breaking point, Mo Jun's frustration manifests in a furious, multi-headed resolve. She can't take it anymore and must restrain Go Young-jun, no matter the cost. Mo Jun furiously calls out Go Young-jun's name, scanning the area in disbelief, only to find him contorted in a bizarre split behind a desk, tongue playfully extended. Go Young-jun maintains his absurd split, his gaze locked onto Mo Jun with a sly, knowing smirk, daring her to make a move. A desperate, drawn-out cry of "no" erupts, a testament to Mo Jun's utter exasperation. Mo Jun flails wildly, desperately pleading for someone, or something, to just stay still. Her eyes widen in a moment of realization, the words still hanging in the air as she processes the unfolding absurdity. Go Young-jun lunges forward, arms wide, initiating a surprise hug attack on an unsuspecting Mo Jun. Go Young-jun squeezes Mo Jun in a crushing embrace, her face contorted in distress as she realizes she's about to be overwhelmed. Go Young-jun's eyes widen, a sudden realization dawning on him about the gravity of the situation. A sudden temporal shift transports us 1 year into the past, as Mo Jun, held tightly, utters a hesitant her eyes wide with surprise. Mo Jun, enveloped in Go Young-jun's embrace, manages to stammer out his title, manager, her voice laced with bewilderment. Mo Jun nervously points out the impropriety of their embrace in the meeting room, to which Go Young-jun simply responds with a knowing "I know." Mo Jun's thoughts continue, emphasizing the risk of their public display while colleagues are still present, especially within the meeting room. The pair remains locked in their embrace, their forms partially obscured, as they stand near an exit, the implications of their actions hanging in the air. Go Young-jun, still held in Mo Jun's embrace, expresses his frustration, stating that she hasn't talked to him even once today, his golden eyes narrowed with a hint of displeasure. Mo Jun, now kneeling with Go Young-jun, smiles playfully as she calls him a dummy, then questions if he caused all that trouble just to get her attention. Mo Jun apologizes sincerely to Go Young-jun, admitting she was too focused on work to give him the attention he desired, while Go Young-jun, in his chibi form, lets out a soft meow of acknowledgement. With a gentle smile, Mo Jun advises Go Young-jun not to cause trouble like that again. Instead, she reassures him that if he ever feels lonely, he should simply let her know. As Mo Jun declares herself Go Young-jun's girlfriend, the office door swings open, revealing Baek Ina and other colleagues who gasp in collective shock at the intimate scene unfolding before them. Baek Ina's face contorts into an expression of utter disbelief and disgust, her eyes wide and blank, reflecting the profound shock of witnessing the embrace. Mo Jun's face drains of color as she stares wide-eyed, sweat beading on her forehead, realizing the gravity of their public display and exclaiming, "This is insane!" From an overhead perspective, Mo Jun and Go Young-jun remain locked in their embrace, oblivious to the stunned colleagues outside, as Mo Jun's internal thought echoes, "I forgot." Go Young-jun, in his chibi form, lets out a distressed "nang," as Mo Jun's internal realization finishes with a horrified thought to lock the door. Her tears stream down as the consequences sink in. A flashback reveals Mo Jun and Baek Ina, colleagues of the same age, sharing a meal at a cafe. Baek Ina initiates a conversation, asking Mo Jun if she wants to make a promise, a bond forged from their shared hobbies and personalities. The flashback continues, showing Mo Jun and Baek Ina sealing their pact with a pinky promise. They would tell each other first if either started dating. Mo Jun readily agrees, unaware of the narrator's ominous observation that their friendship was once thought to be eternal. Back in the present, Baek Ina's face is a mask of pure fury, her eyes wide and blank, as she utters Mo Jun's name with a tone of betrayal. Baek Iona's hand is clenched into a tight fist, trembling with suppressed rage, a clear visual representation of her intense emotional state. Baek Ina confronts Mo Jun with a furious question. Are you seriously dating the manager? Mo Jun's face is etched with terror, sweat dripping as she thinks, I'm so screwed. Baek Ina, still seething, accuses Mo Jun of rolling around and making out during work hours, demanding to know if she's truly dating the manager, to which Mo Jun weakly denies they were making out. Mo Jun stands silently, blushing and clenching her hands, unable to respond as Baek Iona's furious voice echoes, demanding she speak up and questioning if she thought their friendship was a joke. A whimsical, almost dreamy image of Mo Jun's face, blushing with a cheerful expression, appears as her internal thought focuses on the simple phrase, dating the manager. Baek Ina angrily confronts Mo Jun, reminding her that she just declared herself his girlfriend. Mo Jun, in a chibi-like panic, frantically tries to clarify that she was talking about a girl group, finding the situation ironically amusing despite the chaos. Baek Iona's rage intensifies as she yells at Mo Jun to get it together, threatening her with dire consequences if she says one more wrong thing. Mo Jun's internal monologue dramatically visualizes her predicament, likening it to being cornered on a cliff edge with spears pointed at her, realizing that one wrong move means her demise. Baek Ina continues her tirade, asserting that Mo Jun has no proof, while Lady Hua, observing the scene with other colleagues, mutters about Mo Jun's shamelessness with a disgusted ugh. Mo Jun breathes a sigh of relief, internally noting Baek Ina's pettiness but accepting her silence, only to suddenly exclaim, wait, and huh, as another development catches her off guard. A formidable presence enters the office, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, flanked by 2 bodyguards. An unseen character gasps, madam, as she remarks that strange rumors are already circulating about her presence. Camera focuses on Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian's elegant high-heeled shoe as she articulates the very rumor that has brought her to the office. Assistant manager Mo Jun and manager Go Yangjun are dating? Her face contorts into an exaggerated mask of disbelief, her mouth agape as Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian prepares to vehemently deny the scandalous rumor. These two are absolutely not dating, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian declares, her voice echoing through the office as Mo Jun stands awkwardly beside a slumped Go Yangjun. No matter how much my Go Yangjun likes cute girls, do you really think he's the type to flirt with a subordinate by asking her out for coffee? And they definitely didn't work late every Friday to make out and roll around in an empty office, she asserts, dismissing every scandalous detail as an illustrative pair of rumored lovers appear. It's also just a rumor that they were making a scene at a cafe last week, crying about how they couldn't live without each other, she declares, then her tone sharpens. If anyone spreads such false information, then what do you call it? Yes, a lawsuit. I'll sue you. Striking a dramatic pose, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian asks, phew, do you all understand now? I hope I don't hear any more of these rumors. With a knowing glint in her eyes, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian concludes, well then, that's all. I helped you out this time, Ms. Mo Jun. I'll be going now. Oh ho ho, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian exclaims, making a dramatic exit, her bodyguards waving by as they follow. Mo Jun sighs, a defeated expression on her face as Go Yangjun remains slumped in his chair. Fine. With a pained expression, Mo Jun finally confesses, I am dating manager Go Yangjun. Instantly, Bong Suyuk's voice cries, I knew it. A potted plant stands idly as Mo Jun's frustrated thought echoes. Why would you say it like that? Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, arms crossed, scolds Mo Jun. Why are you so worked up? You should be grateful I came all the way to the office to help. Mo Jun clutches her head in utter despair, lamenting, it's all over now. The office romance I kept secret for a year is going to be the talk of the town. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian offers a dismissive, hang in there. The narrator notes, can't empathize because she's never had a job. Mo Jun angrily confronts the guardian, who holds a chibi Go Yangjun. Why did you make Go Yangjun come to work? Do you have any idea how hard this has been for me? The guardian responds simply, the expert told me to do it. He said the symptoms would improve only if he maintained the same lifestyle he had as a human. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian explains, pointing emphatically. Mo Jun, looking at Mo Jun's dad in the background, questions, are you sure that person is actually an expert? Anyway, I have to get back to work, so I'm leaving, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian declares, already turning away. Mo Jun cries out, hey, I'm not finished talking yet. Mo Jun turns, attempting to dismiss the situation. Forget it, let's go, Yang. Her voice trails off as she realizes, Jun? Office building stands tall against the vibrant sunset sky as Mo Jun's worried question hangs in the air. Where did he go? Mo Jun and Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian frantically search the corridor, calling out, manager Go Yangjun and Yangjun. Mo Jun's face is etched with worry. Where on earth did you go? Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, a sudden thought striking her, announces, I saw something on the internet, Ms. Mo Jun. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, now frantic, relays her internet discovery. If you don't find a lost cat within 2 hours, the probability of never finding them is over 99%. A black cat waves a paw. Mo-jun reacts with disbelief. Seriously? We don't have time. We need help from the employees. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian declares. Mo-jun protests. What? You're gonna make them work when it's almost time to go home? The guardian retorts. Just find an excuse to make them work overtime. This damn kind conglomerate. We don't have time to argue. I'll search from the ground floor up. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian commands. Mo-jun, already moving, states, I'll check around the office. Discarded coffee cup sits on a desk as the sounds of colleagues leaving fill the air. I'm heading out for the day, and good work today. An office colleague asks Beck Ina, aren't you going home, Ina? Beck Ina replies, oh, I still have a bit of work left to do. Beck Ina sips her drink, her thoughts drifting to Mo-jun. Where did June go? I wanted to ask her about what happened earlier. A frantic cry of manager echoes through the office, startling Beck Ina, who looks up with a surprised, huh? Mo-jun rushes through the office, calling out desperately, where are you? Beck Ina, recognizing her, exclaims, Mo-jun. Exhaustion and desperation are etched on Mo-jun's face as she gasps, Go Young-jun, her breaths coming in ragged huffs. Mo-jun's foot falters, her internal lament echoing, where did you go? Mo-jun tumbles to the floor, papers scattering around her, a cry of ah escaping her lips. As Mo-jun hits the floor, a pained cry of ouch escapes her lips, her face contorted in discomfort. From off-panel, a voice urgently calls out, Mo-jun. Suddenly, Beck Ina appears, arms crossed and an incredulous look on her face, demanding, what the hell are you doing? Mo-jun, still on the floor, looks up in surprise, recognizing her friend with a shocked, Beck Ina. Mo-jun, still visibly distressed with sweat beading on her face, tries to dismiss the situation, insisting it's no big deal, and tells Beck Ina not to worry and just go home. Now kneeling, Mo-jun forces a wide, slightly strained smile, claiming, I'm fine, while Beck Ina, standing nearby, begins to speak with a concerned, hey. Beck Ina's expression shifts to one of deep concern and frustration, her eyes wide and mouth open as she stares directly ahead. Mo-jun looks on with wide, anxious eyes, a bead of sweat tracing her temple, her expression a mix of surprise and worry. Mo-jun's face crumples into an even more exaggerated expression of distress, tears welling in her eyes, her mouth downturned in a clear sign of impending tears. The focus shifts to the polished wooden floor as a voice from off-panel exclaims in disbelief, Meow Meow Syndrome, followed by another shocked realization, and on top of that, the manager is missing? Beck Ina, now standing on a desk with an agitated stance, confronts Mo-jun, who is kneeling with a worried expression, asking, is that why you were running around all day? Mo-jun hesitantly replies, well, you see. Beck Ina, now on the floor in distress, dramatically accuses Mo-jun. You even kept your relationship with manager Go Young-jun a secret. How could you do that to me? Mo-jun, looking utterly overwhelmed, responds, I just thought it might ruin our friendship. Beck Ina, still on the floor, looks up with a heartbroken expression, emphasizing, I'm your friend, and then, with renewed fervor, challenges Mo-jun, did you really think I wouldn't understand? Mo-jun, with a desperate expression and tears welling, calls out, Ina, as Beck Ina peeks around a trash can, asking, is the manager over there? Beck Ina, with a determined fist pump, declares, all right, then let's find him in the time we have left. Mo-jun, mirroring her enthusiasm, agrees with a firm, okay. Meanwhile, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, partially visible, addresses Mo-jun with a serious Mo-jun. Mo-jun looks back with a worried expression as Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, with a stern face, questions, Madam, did you find him downstairs? 2 hours have already passed. Mo-jun and Beck Ina stand together, looking confused as Mo-jun asks, what do you mean by that? Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, partially seen, prepares to deliver a dire pronouncement. The probability of us finding Young-jun now is... Dramatic statement concludes with a stark 0%. The camera focuses on the downturned mouth of Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian and the trembling leg of Go Young-jun, hinting at a grim reality. Mo-jun collapses to her knees, screaming, Go Yangjuan, in despair, while Beck Ina looks on in shock and Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian maintains her severe expression. Suddenly, a chibi-like Go Young-jun crawls out of a restroom, followed by Mo-jun, Beck Ina, and Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, all in a similar crawling posture, searching. Go Young-jun, still in his chibi form, lets out a tiny meow from the restroom doorway, his tail wagging slightly, catching the attention of the others. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian and Mo-jun look stunned as Go Young-jun lets out another meow. From off-panel, a voice exclaims, what the? Everyone is on the floor, looking at Go Young-jun, who is still in his chibi form. A voice from above exclaims, was he in the men's restroom this whole time? Go Young-jun replies with another innocent meow. Imo-jun and Baek Ina sit on the floor, both sighing in relief. Imo-jun states, anyway, it's a relief. At least he wasn't missing. Baek Ina, with a tired smile, adds, I can finally go home. Imo-jun, with a slightly embarrassed blush, begins to confess to Baek Ina, Ina, to be honest, we've been dating for a while, but the timing was. Baek Ina cuts her off, reassuring her, it's fine. Baek Ina winks playfully, pointing a finger at Imo-jun, and makes her promise. But if something happens again, you have to tell me first, okay? Imo-jun and Baek Ina sit on the floor, linking pinkies and smiling, both exclaiming, promise! The narrator observes, although my office romance was discovered. Narrator continues, I've gained a reliable ally. Go Young-jun, in his chibi form, mimics their pinky promise, letting out a soft meow from the background. The scene shifts to a simple background as a thought bubble appears, asking, by the way, what about work? Another bubble questions, work? The group sits on the floor, with Imo-jun looking concerned. Youngjuin's elderly fan/guardian reassures them, don't worry about that, after a voice from off-panel points out, things won't run properly while the manager is in that state, right? Imo-jun looks surprised as Baek Ina, with a wide, excited grin, announces, a friend of Youngjuin's is going to fill in for him. Imo-jun repeats in disbelief, a friend of Go Young-jun? Imo-jun and Youngjuin's elderly fan/guardian are both ecstatic, exclaiming, whoa, and someone that talented is coming? As a shadowy figure of Go Youngjuin's childhood friend is hinted at, described as famous in the industry for his exceptional skills. The office hums with the news. A new colleague will arrive next week, promising relief. A collective sigh of yay, my workload will decrease, echoes through the halls, a testament to the anticipation surrounding the skilled newcomer. A hand carefully holds a registration card, revealing the name Go Young-jun. The voiceover solemnly states, a friend. Bong Soo-hyuk, lost in thought, remembers a time when he considered Go Young-jun a friend, his gaze fixed on the phone in his hand. His eyes narrow, a cold fury burning within as he recalls the bitter memory, until you betrayed me. His face contorts in a scream of raw vengeance, a vow escaping his lips. It won't end until I destroy everything you've built. Suddenly, the intense facade drops, revealing Bong Soo-hyuk in an office chair, surrounded by playful cats, one on his lap. He holds a feather wand, a meow sound effect adding to the surreal shift. The office buzzes with the sentiment that things have been hard lately. Two colleagues are seen gossiping, one exclaiming, oh my, look at that, while the other, intrigued, asks, what is it? Imo-jun buries her face in her hands, distressed as her internal thought reveals, my relationship got found out at the office. In the background, colleagues gossip, one exclaiming, look, it's the future lady of Gaydari Group, while another playfully retorts, oh, stop teasing her. Baek Ina, concerned, asks Imo-jun if she's okay. Imo-jun looks utterly distraught, exclaiming in anguish, is love a crime? The narrator observes that every word of comfort must feel like a thorn to you right now. Imo-jun, tears streaming, apologizes, admitting, I guess I've been really sensitive lately. A soft meow is heard as a cat paw pats her head, prompting her to ask, Go Young-jun, why again? What now? The meow continues as Go Young-jun is revealed in his chibi form, lying on the floor, comically holding what appears to be his own hair in his mouth, looking thoroughly disgruntled. Go Young-jun remains on the floor in his chibi form, while Imo-jun and Baek Ina observe from a distance, the scene unfolding in the office. Imo-jun struggles to control the chibi Go Young-jun, who lets out a frustrated MOW as she drags him by a makeshift leash. A hand snaps its fingers with a sharp TTAAK, signaling a sudden command or attention-grabbing gesture. Chibi Go Young-jun looks up, utterly surprised, a blush spreading across his cheeks as he lets out a confused huh. With a powerful flick, a giant hand sends the chibi Go Young-jun flying across the room, eliciting a shocked eek from Imo-jun. Imo-jun watches in disbelief, asking, what's that? As a hairless cat carries the chibi Go Young-jun away in its mouth, casually strolling down the office hallway. A closer look reveals the grumpy, aged face of the hairless cat still carrying Go Young-jun, prompting an incredulous "a cat" from the observer. A figure stands tall as the hairless cat, having deposited Go Young-jun on the floor, sits at his feet. Bong Soo-hyuk chuckles, stating, ho ho ho, you shouldn't trouble these mademoiselles, Mr. Go Young-jun, addressing the chibi form. Bong Soo-hyuk, now fully visible and holding the hairless cat, smiles warmly as he asks, are you okay, my ladies? Bong Soo-hyuk's hand subtly adjusts his tie, a gesture of calm confidence before his grand announcement. With a dramatic flourish and sparkling confidence, Bong Soo-hyuk announces, starting today, I'll be the Deputy General Manager of the Marketing Department at Gaydari Group. He then formally introduces himself, my name is Bong Soo-hyuk. Bong Soo-hyuk continues, revealing his prestigious background. I was in training to be the next successor of Bonjour Bongbong, but I rushed here as soon as I heard my friend, manager Go Young-jun, was ill. The pink-haired woman swoons, thinking, he's so handsome, while another colleague remarks, Bonjour Bongbong, that conglomerate famous for their perfume. Mo Jun's eyes widen in recognition, realizing Go Yongjuan's friend. This must be the person his mother mentioned. She wonders internally, is this a concept? As Bong Suyuk then addresses her directly, assistant manager Mo Jun? Bong Suyuk leans in provocatively, directly questioning Mo Jun. Your manager Go Yongjuan's lover, right? A flustered Mo Jun quickly confirms, oh yes. With a charming smile, Bong Suyuk extends his hand, stating, it's a pleasure to meet you. He then adds, with a hint of familiarity, please don't be so formal. Feel free to treat me comfortably. Mo Jun responds, the pleasure is mine. As she considers Bong Suyuk, her thoughts revealing a slight apprehension. He doesn't seem like a strange person. Suddenly, Go Yongjun, in his chibi form, lets out a soft meow as he licks Bong Suyuk's outstretched hand, while the manager observes from behind. Mo Jun exclaims, manager, what are you doing? As Bong Suyuk playfully tosses the chibi Go Yongjun, who cries out, meow. Bong Suyuk's internal thought betrays a mischievous he. Bong Suyuk smirks, declaring, I can smell the fear, Go Yongjun. He continues, I already heard that stress gave you a cat yoga obsession. His gaze sharpens as Bong Suyuk warns, prepare yourself, Go Yongjun. His voice dripping with intent, he adds, I'm going to take everything from you. Starting with, Bong Suyuk's voice echoes as the chibi Go Yongjun clings to a distraught Mo Jun, who cries, stop. Bong Suyuk finishes his threat, your lover. A quiet thought surfaces, something strange. The office coffee machine stands ready, a silent witness to the unfolding events. In the office pantry, a female colleague wonders aloud, a sudden personnel addition when it's not even hiring season? Another woman chimes in, I like him because he has a nice face. The first colleague, however, remains suspicious. Still, there's something fishy about it. Maybe it's because of the influence of the chairman's wife? A colleague whispers, only to be sharply interrupted by Yongjuan's elderly fan/guardian. Hey, I can hear everything. The colleague quickly apologizes. Oh, sorry. Mo Jun offers a reassuring smile. Come on, don't worry too much. Assistant manager Lee Hyeryong. She adds, trying to lighten the mood, it's not like he'll interfere with company work. Mo Jun's cheerful expression falters as a sudden thought again crosses her mind, followed by a confused huh? Bong Suyuk barks, assistant manager Mo Jun. How could you handle your work this poorly? Mo Jun protests, but you asked for scrap paper, deputy general manager. He dismisses her, save the excuses. Bong Suyuk declares, I'd rather give this job to our Pink. The SPNX cat Pink meows in response, diligently typing on a laptop, a truly bizarre sight. Bong Suyuk harshly questions Mo Jun, did you come to this company just to flirt? A male colleague interjects, oh, Deputy General Manager Bong, you're being too harsh. Mo Jun, utterly bewildered, can only manage, excuse me? Internally, Mo Jun laments, can't argue because she actually is in an office romance. Meanwhile, Bong Suyuk's thought reveals his smug satisfaction. Bong Suyuk's internal monologue declares, step 1 is a success. He muses on his strategy to get closer to a woman, you must first push her away. Bong Suyuk sits composed, hands clasped, as a system notification flashes. Number of past relationships, 0. Bong Suyuk's internal thought rages. What the hell? Is she already sharing my charms with other women? Meanwhile, Mo Jun whispers, is he a psycho? Baek Ina confirms, he is a psycho. Another colleague agrees, definitely a psycho. Bong Suyuk, oblivious, thinks, it's a bit troublesome being so popular at work. Bong Suyuk's internal monologue announces, then let's move right to step 2. As he enters the cafe, a barista greets him, what can I get for you, miss? Mo Jun orders, I'll have an Americano. Go Yongjun, do you want a Kopi Luwak? Go Yongjun responds with a soft meow. Mo Jun presents her card, stating, I'll pay with this card, but a voice sharply interrupts, wait. Bong Suyuk steps in, placing his hand over Mo Jun's on the card reader, and with a confident smile, instructs her, use this to pay, assistant manager Mo Jun. Bong Suyuk proudly displays a black card, declaring, this is a secret black card that only the chosen elite can possess. He then condescendingly adds, a fragile woman like you couldn't possibly afford 2 cups of coffee. Mo Jun, unamused, corrects him, this is a corporate card. Mo Jun whispers to herself, is he actually insane? Before firmly telling Go Yongjun, let's go, Go Yongjun. Go Yongjun responds with a silent ellipsis, his chibi form radiating annoyance. Bong Suyuk smirks, convinced she's almost fallen for me. He continues his internal monologue. Look at her acting all prickly because she doesn't want to admit she's attracted to me. The barista, unfazed, calls out, next customer, please. Bong Suyuk strikes a dramatic pose, announcing, we're almost there. He then tries to charm Mo Jun. Assistant manager Mo, don't be like that. Let's have a cup of coffee together. Mo Jun, at her breaking point, mutters, oh for fuck's sake, seriously. A hand rests on Bong Suyuk's shoulder as Mo Jun's dad states, I have plenty of money because I just received my government relief fund. Bong Suyuk cries out Kia as a flurry of chibi Go Yangjuns unleash a devastating 12-hit kitty punch combo, each blow punctuated by a furious meow. Go Young-jun lets out a triumphant meow as he commands the fleeing Bong Soo-yuk to run. Mo-jun, witnessing the chaos, can only utter a bewildered huh? Go Young-jun unleashes a barrage of meow, meow, meow as Mo-jun questions his bizarre behavior. Go Young-jun? Baek Ina observes that the manager seems wary of Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk, prompting Mo-jun to ask why. Baek Ina elaborates, recalling how the manager outright blocked Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk's attempt at a handshake and even unleashed a flurry of kitty punch combos at him in the cafe. Mo-jun ponders that the manager seems to be trying to convey something to her, while Baek Ina points out the clear mismatch in their vibes for supposed close friends. Baek Ina then asks if this strange dynamic is why Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk has been bothering Mo-jun. As the manager and Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk comically grapple, one of them exclaims, "Oh, Manager Kim, the kids will hear," while Baek Ina yells at them to go away. The manager observes the ongoing chaos with a sinister mwahahaha as Go Young-jun stands by his side, seemingly unfazed. The manager thinks to himself that the direction of assistant manager Mo's heart has seemingly been decided, before uttering a chilling now then. Mo-jun sighs in relief, declaring she's finally going home, as Baek Ina praises her for a good job today. Mo-jun. Go Young-jun appears exhausted on the floor. Mo-jun muses that she just needs to drop off Go Young-jun before she can finally rest, when a voice suddenly calls out, "Assistant Manager Mo-jun." Bong Soo-yuk dramatically appears, holding a bouquet of roses, shouting no, Mo-jun, before boldly asking, "Will you go out with me?" Go Young-jun watches with a sour expression. Bong Soo-yuk continues his passionate, if unwelcome, confession, declaring that from the moment he first saw her, she walked right into my heart, like sunshine in the morning. He then pleads, "Please, will you accept my love?" The narrator highlights this as Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk's indiscriminate confession terror in front of the company. The narrator interjects, pointing out that Mo-jun's mind and body have been weakened by frequent harassment as she covers her face in despair. Go Young-jun looks on with a pout. The scene flashes through Mo-jun's past struggles, showing her overwhelmed by various incidents, including Baek Ina's attempts to shield her from the antics of the manager and Bong Soo-yuk. The narrator states, finally, as a hand collapses to the ground with a soft thud. Mo-jun breaks down, letting out a heart-wrenching wah as the narrator confirms she wails in front of the company. Bong Soo-yuk smugly believes Mo-jun is crying from being overwhelmed by my perfect confession, while Baek Ina rushes to comfort the wailing Mo-jun, asking Jun, "Are you okay?" Mo-jun, however, screams, "You men, get away from me." Mo-jun remains on her knees, overcome with emotion, as Bong Soo-yuk stands triumphantly, still holding his bouquet. Go Young-jun, in his cat form, stares up at Bong Soo-yuk with an unreadable expression. Go Young-jun, with a resolute expression, declares, "But it's not over yet." His hands clench as he continues, "From now on, everything you own." The sudden, forceful whack. Go Young-jun seizes Bong Soo-yuk by the collar, pulling him close. Bong Soo-yuk's eyes widen in shock. Both Mo-jun and Baek Ina gasp in surprise. Baek Ina exclaims, what are you doing?" While Mo-jun utters, "Go Young-jun?" Bong Soo-yuk's voice is cut off as he tries to shout, "Get away from..." Bong Soo-yuk's eye widens in pure terror as Go Young-jun's hand presses against his face, a choked "Hoo-kay" escaping him. Go Young-jun casually heaves the flailing Bong Soo-yuk over his shoulder, carrying him away as Bong Soo-yuk lets out a drawn-out hhh. As Go Young-jun carries him off, Bong Soo-yuk's protests become oddly flirtatious. Stop it." He then inadvertently reveals his vulnerability, exclaiming, "My earlobes are my weak spot." Mo-jun rushes forward, pleading, "Manager Go Young-jun, get away from Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk," as Go Young-jun holds Bong Soo-yuk in a tight, inescapable embrace. Go Young-jun lets out another ferocious MOWWWWW, his face contorted with a primal, territorial cry. Mo-jun, completely taken aback, thinks to herself, "What's with him? Why is he hissing at me?" A sudden realization dawns on Mo-jun as she thinks, wait, the reason he was getting between me and Deputy General Manager Soo-yuk. The shocking truth hits Mo-jun was because he likes that man more than me. She wonders as Go Young-jun embraces a flustered Bong Soo-yuk. As Mo-jun grapples with the shocking truth, a complex love triangle unfolds. Bong Soo-yuk finds himself caught in a whirlwind of emotions as Go Young-jun's affection seems to stray. The narrator teases the continuation of this twisted tale, where a boyfriend might just be a cat. Flashback begins, setting the stage for a school performance. The Oxford class is announced to perform on the recorder as Go Young-jun's ardent fan, Young-jun's elderly fan/guardian, enthusiastically cheers him on from the audience, urging, "Go Young-jun, you can do it." Young Go Young-jun and Bong Soo-yuk, in their chibi forms, are on stage, playing their recorders. The narrator sets the scene with the poetic lyrics. "Deep in the mountains, a small spring, who comes to drink from it?" The melody continues, with the narrator describing. A rabbit wakes up at dawn and rubs its eyes to drink the water and leave. Meanwhile, an off-key, breathy sound emanates from a struggling recorder. Young Bong Soo-yuk struggles intensely, sweat beading on his forehead, as his attempts at playing the recorder result in nothing but pitiful, drawn-out hi-ing sounds. Close-up reveals young Bong Soo-yuk's concentrated yet distressed face as he blows into the recorder, the effort evident in his flushed cheeks, still producing those high-pitched, whiny noises. On stage, while Go Young-jun plays perfectly, Bong Soo-yuk lies on the floor, his recorder emitting a loud A classmate points, exclaiming, "Teacher, Bong Soo-yuk is making weird noises." The teacher, alarmed, asks, "What is it, Soo-yuk?" The narrator solemnly concludes, "That was it." The narrator explains the devastating aftermath. "Since then, my nicknames became Moaning Bong and Whinnying Bong." Young Bong Soo-yuk walks dejectedly, surrounded by laughing classmates, as the narrator adds, "It followed me through elementary school, middle school, and beyond." Years later, a 17-year-old Bong Soo-yuk sits calmly, cradling a black cat as he reflects, "Eventually, I became an outcast at school, and cats were my only friends." His gaze hardens as he declares, "And the reason for all of it is you." Bong Soo-yuk's accusation echoes, "It is all because of you, Go Young-jun." A 17-year-old Go Young-jun, lounging casually with two cats on a couch, looks up from his book, responding with a bewildered, "Me?" Go Young-jun, now 17, stares with a mix of annoyance and confusion, directly challenging the accusation. "Why is that my fault?" Bong Soo-yuk, holding his black cat, stands aghast, asking, "What did you say?" Go Young-jun, completely unfazed by the emotional outburst, simply asks, "By the way, this comic book is great, where's the next volume?" Furious and tearful Bong Soo-yuk, consumed by rage, declares his unwavering resolve. "I made up my mind then." He vows to execute thorough revenge on this man who refuses to admit his own faults. The scene transitions to a modern city skyline, but the narrator interjects with a solemn however. A faint heeing sound hints at Bong Soo-yuk's continued distress, even amidst the urban landscape. The moment Imo-jun witnessed earlier unfolds. A humiliated Bong Soo-yuk, blushing furiously, tries to push away a chibi-formed Go Young-jun, who is embracing and kissing his cheek. Bong Soo-yuk laments, "To think I would end up in this state again," pleading, "Stupid Go Young-jun." Suddenly, a strange, hairless Espionix cat, 6 years old, appears, standing upright and wearing a tie. It looks around with a confused, as the narrator identifies it as Pink the cat. Pink the cat's eyes widen in shock, a tear rolling down its face, as it dramatically realizes, "A romantic rival appears for the first time in my life." The next day, Pink the cat's anger boils over as it lets out a furious, prolonged meow meow meow, its mouth wide open in a fierce roar. In an office setting, a worker hands documents to Pink the cat, who is sitting at a desk and stretching, addressing it respectfully as Pink SSI. Pink manager, the Espionix cat, responds with a sharp meow. Go Young-jun, in his chibi, cat-like form, playfully crawls on the office floor, making a WOW sound, trying to engage Pink manager. The Espionix cat looks down, questioning, "Meow?" Pink manager remains unimpressed, sitting on a chair, while Go Young-jun continues his cat-like sounds, letting out NOW. A narrator clarifies the meaning of Go Young-jun's attempt at communication. It means "let's be friends." Go Young-jun's hand rests on a keyboard, making a soft "sunk" sound, as he persists in his attempts at feline communication, emitting another drawn-out neon. Suddenly, Pink manager lets out a furious moo and delivers a devastating Espionix Mao Meow punch directly to Go Young-jun's face, who cries out MOWs in pain. Pink manager glares down menacingly at a cowering Go Young-jun, who has a paw print on his face. Go Young-jun timidly asks, "Meow?" To which Pink manager responds with a low, dominant meow. Pink manager asserts its absolute dominance with a terrifying, guttural roar, a prolonged MOWWWWWW, its eyes narrowed in fury. Pink manager stands triumphantly on a desk, letting out a satisfied meow as a humiliated Go Young-jun crawls on the floor. Go Young-jun, seething with anger, internally vows, "I cannot forgive this." The scene shifts to a furious Bong Soo-yuk clutching his ear, his face flushed with anger. He shouts, "You bastard, Go Young-jun," and internally rages. "He triggered my secret sensitive spot to humiliate me in front of everyone again?" Bong Soo-yuk's inner turmoil continues as he questions, "But why is he doing this?" He then places a hand over his chest, confused by his own racing heart. "Why has he been shaking my heart like this for a while now?" Bong Soo-yuk's confusion deepens as he wonders, "Why is he confusing my heart by acting like a cat?" Go Young-jun smiles slyly in the background, surrounded by playful cat illusions, hinting at his true nature. Bong Soo-yuk's confusion deepens as he wonders, "Why is he confusing my heart by acting like a cat?" Go Young-jun, clinging to Bong Soo-yuk's leg, playfully meows, while Bong Soo-yuk, startled, shouts for him to get away. From a distance, Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian observes the chaotic scene, lamenting that the office atmosphere has utterly deteriorated. She notes that this ongoing friction will hinder their new project, as Beck Ina silently mimics a meow in reaction. The Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian sternly announces the launch of a new brand aimed at conquering the pet market, a sector where they've been stagnant in third place for years. With a dramatic flourish, she reveals the project's name, Project Hairball, emphasizing that its initiation was planned to coincide with Deputy General Manager Bong Suyuk's arrival. However, the Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian expresses concern that work cannot progress if Bong Suyuk and Go Young-jun continue their childish bickering. Go Young-jun, in his chibi cat form, hides behind a wall, while Bong Suyuk peeks out from another, both avoiding the other's gaze. The Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, with a thoughtful tone, contemplates the best approach to reconcile the two feuding individuals. Her gaze falls upon Mo-jun, who is sitting on the floor, looking utterly exhausted. The Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian addresses her, and Mo-jun responds with a hesitant, "Why yes?" Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian asks Mo-jun to mediate the conflict. Mo-jun's eyes widen in disbelief, and she exclaims, "Why me?" as the word unbelievable flashes across the panel. The Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian explains her reasoning, stating that Mo-jun is relatively close to both of them, as she gestures with her finger. Mo-jun, walking away in frustration, internally questions if the request is made with full knowledge of her current, miserable standing within the company. Mo-jun collapses onto her desk, her spirit crushed, lamenting that she has become an object of pity rather than mere gossip. She expresses her misery, questioning how people who once mocked her now suddenly take her side, while two male colleagues offer their support. Mo-jun screams in utter frustration, blaming the entire situation on the Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian for bringing Deputy General Manager Bong Suyuk to the company. She vehemently refuses to take responsibility, prompting an off-panel voice to concede, "All right, fine, then don't do it." Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, clearly annoyed, huffs about Mo-jun's increasing irritability, wondering if Mo-jun believes she is indispensable. Beck Ina, walking beside her, silently muses that it might actually be true. With renewed determination, the Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian declares she will handle the reconciliation herself. Beck Ina, however, harbors doubt, wondering if she truly possesses the capability. The Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian's voice echoes from above, demanding, "Do you two understand?" as the camera pans across the office ceiling. She scolds Bong Suyuk and Go Young-jun, questioning their maturity for fighting and declaring that they won't leave until they've made up. Bong Suyuk covers his mouth in exasperation, while Go Young-jun lies on the desk in his chibi form, tongue out. The Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian sternly orders them to sit up and listen. However, one of her illusory forms complains of dropping blood sugar and suggests to Beck Ina that they go get something to eat, leaving Beck Ina to internally question leaving the two feuding men behind. As the Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian casually walks away, suggesting a place for rich soy milk noodles, Bong Suyuk buries his face in his hand, utterly exasperated and wondering how things spiraled into such a chaotic state. Bong Suyuk, arms crossed and a scowl on his face, declares to Go Young-jun that he has no intention of making up until Go Young-jun apologizes for everything. Go Young-jun, in his chibi form, simply responds with a nonchalant meow. Bong Suyuk leans over the desk, demanding Go Young-jun to focus on his words. Go Young-jun, however, continues his cat-like antics, crawling on the desk and meowing, completely ignoring Bong Suyuk's frustration. Bong Suyuk's jaw clenches tightly, his patience wearing thin as he grits his teeth and repeats, "I said listen." Bong Suyuk lunges forward, his hand outstretched, yelling, "Listen to me!" as impact lines radiate from his hand, indicating a forceful action. Bong Suyuk's eyes widen in shock, his hand still outstretched. He gasps, I hit him," before correcting himself, and more importantly, as a new realization dawns on him. A look of bizarre astonishment crosses Bong Suyuk's face as he registers a peculiar sensation. He thinks, "This sensation," and then, "It is a firmness I never felt, even after giving but pats to countless cats." Go Young-jun's chibi form wiggles its rear, letting out a soft meow, as if enjoying the unexpected contact. Bong Suyuk's eyes narrow in contemplation as he stares at Go Young-jun, a thought bubble forming above his head. "Geo Young-jun?" A sly smile spreads across Bong Suyuk's face as he adjusts his tie, a newfound understanding dawning on him. He exclaims, "I see." With a mischievous grin, Bong Suyuk repeatedly pats Go Young-jun's rear, asking, "Do you like these pats that much?" Go Young-jun, in his chibi cat form, simply responds with a delighted meow. Bong Suyuk, now fully aware, accuses Go Young-jun of deliberately provoking him by shoving this massive rump toward me and wanting to be hit. A system box dryly states, "It is just a simple but pat." Go Young-jun, having achieved his goal, wiggles his tail and crawls away, letting out a final meow. Bong Soo-yuk, reaching out in surprise, calls after him, "Hwhy, where are you going, Go Young-jun?" Go Young-jun, in his adorable, round form, rolls on his back, letting out a satisfied meow as if reveling in his triumph. Bong Soo-yuk, caught completely off guard, gasps in disbelief. A surge of emotion overwhelms Bong Soo-yuk as he clenches his fist, declaring he can no longer hold back his true feelings. Bong Soo-yuk pounces, declaring his belly rumble attack is loaded and ready, as he proceeds to tickle Go Young-jun's exposed belly, eliciting another frustrated meow from him. Go Young-jun lets out a furious, drawn-out moo of pure rage, a sight that brings a twisted satisfaction to Bong Soo-yuk, who internally exults. That expression of hatred, that is what I wanted to see. Go Young-jun continues to protest with frantic meow sounds, but Bong Soo-yuk, with a triumphant grin, declares his captive cannot escape and promises to shower him with more belly raspberries. Bong Soo-yuk's face twists into a smug, triumphant grin as he revels in his perceived dominance, thinking, I can dominate Go Young-jun. I am the one who controls Go Young-jun's emotions. He lets out a chilling, self-satisfied chuckle. Meanwhile, Mo-jun stands perplexed in an office hallway, wondering aloud, where did Go Young-jun go now? Mo-jun ponders, convinced that the madam and Ina brought him here. When her eyes catch a strange sight, she spots a small, pink, cat-like creature peeking from behind a door, causing her to exclaim in surprise, Manager Pink. Mo-jun cautiously peeks around the doorframe, asking the small pink creature, what are you looking at over there? Mo-jun's eyes widen as she discovers Bong Soo-yuk gleefully continuing his assault on Go Young-jun, announcing, this time, it's a 12-shot belly rumble. Go Young-jun lets out a desperate moo. Bong Soo-yuk, startled by Mo-jun's presence, calls out Assistant Manager Mo as he tries to explain, no, wait, this is Go Young-jun, now released, lies dazed on the floor, letting out a soft wee-ow. Mo-jun's face contorts in an expression of pure horror and shock, a silent scream escaping her lips. With tears welling in her eyes and fists clenched, Mo-jun loudly accuses Bong Soo-yuk, shouting, Deputy General Manager Bong is harassing Manager Go Young-jun. Suddenly, Mo-jun's dad and another colleague appear, their faces comically puffed with anger, demanding, Mo-jun, what's going on? And fiercely asking, who is bothering our Ms. Mo-jun? Mo-jun's dad and his colleague launch into action, stomping on the fallen Bong Soo-yuk and yelling, you brat, you brat. They reassure Mo-jun, don't worry, Ms. Mo-jun, we're here. Meanwhile, Go Young-jun clings to Mo-jun's leg, letting out a soft meow, and an indignant voice questions, why on earth do you keep hanging around Deputy General Manager Bong? Bong Soo-yuk lies defeated on the floor, crying out in despair, why are you doing this only to me? His grand reconciliation plan has devolved into a complete mess, leaving him to wonder about the fate of the Gaydari group. In a different scene, Young-jun's elderly fan/guardian exclaims in disgust, yuck, you put sugar in your soy milk noodles. Mo-jun's dad, however, passionately defends his culinary choice, asking, hey, do you have any idea how delicious it is with sugar? A woman with long dark hair, holding a mug of beer, calls for attention, announcing, all right, everyone, listen up. She then reveals, today was supposed to be a party to celebrate Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk joining us. She continues, explaining that Bong Soo-yuk took a half day. Apparently, he's feeling a bit emotionally scarred. She then poses the question, however, does that mean we should cancel the party? The crowd erupts in agreement, with one man exclaiming, of course not. How could office workers ever postpone a company dinner? Another enthusiastically adds, exactly, you said it. The partygoers cheer, all right, then let's enjoy ourselves, everyone, as Mo-jun arrives, bowing slightly and apologizing, I'm sorry I'm late. Mo-jun steps fully into the bustling party. A sense of foreboding hangs in the air, signaling, and so, it begins. Meanwhile, Bong Soo-yuk lies dejectedly in bed, lamenting the irony of the welcoming party for Deputy General Manager Bong without Deputy General Manager Bong. A refreshing mug of beer fizzes, eliciting a satisfied ka from a partygoer. Mo-jun, holding her beer, is pleasantly surprised, exclaiming, this is great. She wonders aloud, since when did alcohol taste this sweet? Mo-jun reflects on the recent past, recalling how, after Go Young-jun got sick, things were so hard with all those incidents. Her mind flashes through office romances, cheating, and so on. With renewed determination, Mo-jun declares, tough girl Mo-jun, I'm going all out tonight, as she chugs her beer, while Go Young-jun, in his chibi form, lets out a soft meow beside her. Go Young-jun lets out a peculiar meow as he interacts with two older women, one of whom exclaims, oh my, what's this? The other jokingly asks, are you trying to hit on us older ladies right now? Mo-jun watches, her eyes wide with shock. A flustered Mo Jun quickly intervenes, grabbing Go Young Jun and stammering, Sorry, ma'am, he's my boyfriend and he's just really drunk. One of the older women, however, seems intrigued, remarking, Oh, I actually like men who are... Mo Jun's mind races, a wave of horror washing over her as she internally exclaims, I totally forgot what kind of creature I was dealing with. Her mind conjures an image of Go Young Jun in his true, devastatingly seductive form, a man who effortlessly charms everyone, regardless of gender or species, truly the fatal man of the Gaydari group. Back in reality, Mo Jun stares at Go Young Jun's utterly blank, chibi eyes, a shiver running down her spine. He's terrifying. Go Young Jun, she thinks. What is he even looking at with those blank eyes? Mo Jun desperately clings to the round, chibi form of Go Young Jun, her voice firm despite her panic. Go Young Jun, don't you dare move from here. He responds with a low, disgruntled Trying a new tactic, Mo Jun offers a spoonful of food, coaxing him, I'll give you some yummy snacks instead. Go Young Jun, still in his chibi form, enthusiastically licks the table, letting out playful meow meow sounds. Mo Jun watches him, a soft smile gracing her lips. Seriously, she thinks, he's so cute when he's staying still like this. But the moment of peace is fleeting as Mo Jun's thoughts turn. But he keeps disobeying, she muses, her hand reaching out towards him. Mo Jun's eyes widen in surprise, a soft huh escaping her lips as Go Young Jun subtly shifts, evading her touch. A dawning realization crosses Mo Jun's face as she pulls her hand back slightly, her internal monologue starting, Don't tell me. The thought solidifies in her mind as she observes Go Young Jun's evasive movement. Is he dodging my hand? Frustration bubbles within Mo Jun as she remembers. He liked it so much when the deputy general manager touched him, her voice rising in her thoughts. She questions, but he won't let me? The sudden burst of determination, Mo Jun lunges, declaring, I'm going to pet him no matter what, as Go Young Jun lets out a small aya. Across the table, Baek Ina observes, What's with those two? To which Young Jun's elderly fan/guardian calmly replies, It's a lover's quarrel. Mo Jun's face contorts in a mixture of anger and hurt, tears threatening to spill. She cries out, You're so mean, Go Young Jun. Do you know how much I've looked after you? Her frustration boils over as her hand slams onto the table, the sound echoing her indignation. And I can't even pet you a little? Sudden escapes Mo Jun's lips as her angry gesture causes her drink to spill, splashing across the table, drawing the attention of a nearby woman. A chorus of surprised exclamations erupts. Jaya, I'm so sorry, one voice cries, while another quickly reassures, No, it's fine. A third frantically searches. Where are the tissues? Tissues. The dark-haired woman stands calmly, reassuring a still distraught Mo Jun, I told you it's okay. I can just wash it when I get home. Mo Jun, however, remains hunched, muttering, But still. The dark-haired woman lets out a soft humph, a subtle frown creasing her brow as she looks down at Mo Jun. Her eyes widen slightly in recognition as she finally identifies the distressed woman. Assistant Manager Mo? The dark-haired woman asks, her voice tinged with concern. Are you crying? Mo Jun, now openly weeping, responds with a choked "Aching." Mo Jun's feet shuffle nervously on the pavement as she begins to confide. Actually, I think I've been feeling pretty hurt by the manager lately. Her voice soft, Mo Jun continues to express her feelings. He's cold to me, but he's much warmer to everyone else. Mo Jun closes her eyes, a pained expression on her face. I know it's not the right situation, she admits, but I still feel hurt for some reason. She finishes with a small cough. Suddenly, the dark-haired woman bursts into laughter, clutching her stomach. Mo Jun, startled, asks, Are you all right? Mo Jun stands, offering, Should I get you some water? The dark-haired woman, still recovering from her laughter, declines. No, I just remembered something. The dark-haired woman's words hit Mo Jun with a jolt, about how Mo Jun complained about her boyfriend here in the exact same way before. Mo Jun's eyes widen in mortified realization. Pardon? Ah! The scene shifts to a memory, a close-up of a frothy beer mug as Mo Jun's past voice echoes. How can a person do nothing but work? Her past frustration continues. Am I even his girlfriend? If he's like that, the thought trailing off into the next panel. Her past self, teary-eyed and furious, clutches a phone, declaring, He should just date the company. A small text box confirms this memory is from 1 year ago. Back in the present, the dark-haired woman points to Mo Jun's ringing phone, asking, Isn't that your boyfriend calling? Mo Jun, with an annoyed pout, dismisses it. I told him I'd be drinking anyway. Mo Jun's phone rings, displaying Manager Go Young Jun on the screen. A thought bubble reveals her frustration. He never once eats with me because he's working. Voice cuts through the haze, urging, Mo Jun, wake up. She stirs slightly, letting out a soft as she remains slumped on the table. The dark-haired woman gently pats Mo Jun's head, asking for her address. Tell me where you live. I'll call a taxi. Mo Jun slowly lifts her head, responding with a confused, Oh. Go Young-jun appears, looking utterly flustered as he adjusts his tie. Mo-jun, still groggy, questions, "Manager." Go Young-jun, in turn, exclaims in surprise, "A Assistant Manager Lee?" From an overhead view, the dark-haired woman confronts Go Young-jun, who now appears in his chibi-like form. "What are you doing here?" He awkwardly stammers. "Oh, I was just in the neighborhood, taking a walk," something like that. The dark-haired woman, unconvinced, retorts, "What are you even saying?" Go Young-jun's hand gently strokes Mo-jun's hair as he softly calls her name, Mo-jun. In her half-conscious state, she thinks, "Go Young-jun, you jerk." Go Young-jun, pointing, clarifies the situation. She's quite drunk. His hand remains pointed, emphasizing his statement. The dark-haired woman lifts the completely limp Mo-jun over her shoulder, confidently declaring, "I'll take responsibility for getting Mo-jun home safely." Go Young-jun, in his chibi form, questions, "Do you know where she lives?" He quickly adds, I happen to see it written on the emergency contact list." With a slight blush, the dark-haired woman waves goodbye. "Then I'll see you next time, Assistant Manager Lee." A confused hangs in the air. Go Young-jun carries a blushing Mo-jun on his back, leaving an observer to wonder, are those two dating? Thought continues. Thinking back, it was definitely strange. You two were already dating back then, weren't you? Mo-jun, flustered and covering her face, stammers out an embarrassed "Aba Bubua" as the dark-haired woman smiles slyly beside her, a cigarette in hand. The dark-haired woman looks down at a crouching, distressed Mo-jun, empathizing. "I understand why you feel hurt, Mo-jun." She then offers her perspective. "But if you ask me, the reason the manager is acting cold toward you is..." The dark-haired woman concludes her thought. "Because he's shy, don't you think?" Mo-jun, eyes wide with surprise, repeats, "Because he's shy?" Mo-jun cries out, "But it hurts when he completely ignores me." The dark-haired woman observes her with a slight smirk, thinking, such a sensitive soul. Dark-haired woman leans in, a sly, knowing smile on her face, and says, "But look." Mo-jun watches in surprise as Go Young-jun, in his chibi cat-like form, crawls towards her, making a soft Maoist sound. The dark-haired woman narrates, "Manager Go Young-jun came out the moment he saw you were depressed." Mo-jun, reaching out to the chibi Go Young-jun, asks, "Really, Go Young-jun? Did you come out because you were worried about me?" He responds with a soft neo. The dark-haired woman, observing, comments, "Read the room a little." Mo-jun, with a shy expression, tells Go Young-jun, "I'll be really sad if you keep refusing to let me touch you." He responds with a simple meow. Mo-jun reaches out to Go Young-jun, who responds with an excited meow. Mo-jun smiles, letting out a soft as she affectionately remarks, "Honestly, you're hopeless." Mo-jun gently pats Go Young-jun's head, calling him, "You dummy." A hand holds a stick, shaking it playfully, as a voice teases, "Want me to spank you more?" The dark-haired woman looks utterly flustered, exclaiming, "Didn't see anything, nothing at all." She then playfully accuses, "You pervert," as Go Young-jun lets out a cute neo. Narrator announces, Mo-jun and her colleague's dinner continues, as Mo-jun belts out a song into the microphone, looking rather distressed, while a male colleague dances energetically in the background alongside a small chibi cat. As time passes, the night deepens, and a voice calls out, "Taxi!" Mo-jun bows, announcing, "Then I'll be heading out now." The dark-haired woman waves, replying, "All right, get home safe." As Mo-jun struggles to get into the taxi, a voice from her colleagues calls out, "You all worked hard. Well, goodbye." Then, the dark-haired woman shouts, "Mo-jun!" The dark-haired woman waves enthusiastically, shouting, "I'm rooting for you," as Mo-jun departs. The next morning dawns, bringing with it a renewed sense of urgency. From within a grand building, a desperate cry echoes, demanding someone be held tightly. Go Yongjun thrashes violently, his fangs bared in a furious hiss, as Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian and another figure desperately try to force something into his mouth. The guardian shouts, insisting they get it in him now. Mo-jun, observing the chaotic scene, questions their actions. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian, still wrestling with Go Yongjun, explains that they are simply giving him his medicine. Mo-jun pouts, thinking about the daily struggle. The medicine only manages the symptoms until a cure is found, and it's a constant battle to administer it every morning. She notes how energetic Go Yongjun is today. Her mind replays the events of last night. She couldn't sleep a wink because of it. Mo-jun sits on the couch, arms crossed, looking utterly exhausted. This morning chaos, she laments, is a daily occurrence. Finally, Go Yongjun's mouth is forced open, and the medicine is successfully swallowed. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian exclaims in triumph. But the victory is short-lived as Go Yongjun promptly spits the medicine out with immense force, a projectile aimed directly at Mo-jun's face. New, menacing presence emerges. Bong Suyuk, his face shadowed and eyes hidden, addresses Go Yongjun with a chilling tone. Mo-jun holds up a red pill, giving Go Yongjun a strict 3-second ultimatum. She begins the countdown, 3, 2. As Mo-jun reaches 1, Go Yongjun, now in his chibi form, dramatically flips onto his back, letting out a soft meow of surrender. Mo-jun gently pats the now obedient Go Yongjun on the head, praising him as a good boy. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian watches, utterly surprised by the transformation, exclaiming at his sudden cuteness. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian scoffs, indignant that Go Yongjun wouldn't recognize his own mother, yet acts adorable for Mo-jun. A new idea then sparks in her mind, her expression shifting to one of sudden realization. Mo-jun looks on, a question forming on her lips as Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian and her associate turn their attention to her, a mischievous glint in their eyes. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian proposes Mo-jun give Go Yongjun his medicine every day. Mo-jun, holding the chibi Go Yongjun, immediately rejects the absurd idea with a resounding "of course not." Mo-jun internally protests, questioning if they expect her to travel an hour and a half before work just for that, meaning she'd have to wake up by 5 at the latest. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian muses, then. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian dramatically leans forward, delivering her shocking proposal, "Why don't you two just live together?" The suggestion hangs in the air, met with a stunned silence. Mo-jun's mind races before she finally manages to utter a bewildered, "What?" Mo-jun's eyes widen in absolute horror, her face contorted in a scream as she desperately tries to backtrack, repeating, "Back it up, back it up." Outside the building, a moving truck is being directed by Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian, who calmly instructs Mr. Kim to back the truck up a bit more, as if nothing out of the ordinary has occurred. Mo-jun, now masked, confronts Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian, equally masked, demanding to know how they can move in on the very same day they discussed living together. The guardian dismisses her concerns, stating that in her day, people would set up a home the moment they locked eyes, so this is already late. Mo-jun exasperatedly wishes they would at least buy her a house before making such demands. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian immediately scolds her, warning that owning 2 houses means double the taxes. Mo-jun can only utter a bewildered "huh." Mo-jun spots a pile of her beloved plushies being carried away in a blue box, frantically asking where they are going and demanding they wait a second. Her eyes wide with panic, Mo-jun screams, "Stop!" as a mover prepares to toss the blue box containing her plushies into a trash bin. Mo-jun confronts the mover, demanding to know why he is throwing away someone else's plushies. The mover murmurs an explanation, revealing that Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian told him to discard them because the new place is too small. A sudden realization dawns on Mo-jun, her eyes widening in shock. She frantically asks where her favorite plushie, Hamka's, is. A system box appears, describing Hamka's as a Japanese character popular among Gen Z women, whose favorite food is tonkatsu. Mo-jun screams in utter horror as she witnesses Go Yongjun, in his chibi form, chewing on her beloved Hamka's plushie. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian, standing behind him, casually tells him to chew on it all he wants. Mo-jun's mind races, lamenting the destruction of her limited edition Hamka's doll, ordered directly from Japan. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian silences her, stating that Go Yongjun is concentrating right now. Despite being silenced, Mo-jun's frustration simmers as Go Yongjun, in his chibi form, visibly trembles in the background, overwhelmed by the situation. Yongjun's elderly fan/guardian aggressively pulls at Go Yongjun, declaring, "This is for Hamka's." As Go Yongjun lets out a pained OF, the fan then warns everyone, "You all should keep this in mind." The destroyed Hamka's doll serves as a stark reminder. Living together is not a simple matter to be decided blindly. The consequences of hasty decisions echo. The chaotic installation of 3 air conditioners highlights the irreversible changes. But it's already too late for regrets. Mo Jun laments, realizing she really should have thought this through. Whether she liked it or not, the move was completed, leaving a lingering question. Just how did? Narrative poses the critical question. Mo Jun's home change? Mo Jun's home, once a sanctuary decorated with various plushies and cute trinkets, is presented in its former, pristine glory, appearing perfect. The serene image shatters as her home has been reduced to a studio apartment overflowing with miscellaneous junk. The transformation is complete. It is now a veritable pigsty. Go Young-jun, in his small form, collapses to the floor, mourning the loss of his personal space. My castle, my sanctuary, he cries out in despair. A single tear escapes Mo Jun's eye as she lets out a soft sob before a sudden realization or question makes her utter "Huh." Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian's dramatic voice cuts through. Sigh, I'm tearing up all of a sudden. The elderly fan/guardian dramatically wipes a tear, her face contorted in sorrow, prompting Mo Jun to ask, Madam? Mo Jun, observing the distraught fan, realizes, right, if Yangjuan is sick, the madam must be the one struggling the most. I didn't even consider that. The elderly fan/guardian continues to lament. How did things end up like this? As Mo Jun offers a gentle reassurance. Don't worry, madam. Mo Jun comforts the fan, declaring, I'm here by Yangjuan's side now. The elderly fan/guardian, visibly touched, thanks her. Thank you for comforting me, Mo Jun. Despite the comfort, a single tear still rolls down the elderly fan/guardian's face as she insists, but it's still so sad. The elderly fan/guardian's true reason for distress is revealed. Tio think our Yangjuan has Tio live in such a cramped pigsty. Mo Jun stares in utter shock, exclaiming, What? In that pivotal moment, with a vibrant burst of realization, Mo Jun realized. The focus shifts to a composed, almost sly image of Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, her expression hinting at a deeper role in Mo Jun's predicament. Mo Jun's internal thought rings clear. It's all because of this woman. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian continues her dramatic lament, striking a pose of utter despair, proclaiming, I'm the most miserable person in the world. Mo Jun's resolve hardens, her jaw clenching. I can't take this anymore. That's it. I'm giving this woman a piece of my mind. As Mo Jun begins to protest, Madam, you can't just. The elderly fan/guardian interrupts, rummaging through her bag, exclaiming, I almost forgot this. The elderly fan/guardian presents a thick stack of cash, offering it with a casual, here, it's not much, but take it. Mo Jun looks utterly dumbfounded as the elderly fan/guardian explains, I'm giving it to you in cash because taxes have been such a headache lately. I'll bring it to you on the 25th of every month. The elderly fan/guardian turns back to a tiny, bewildered Mo Jun, asking, by the way, weren't you about to say something? Is there anything else you need? Mo Jun stammers, I mean. Mo Jun bows deeply, conceding, it is nothing at all. Your Highness, the elderly fan/guardian, satisfied, declares, good, I'm off to my aesthetic appointment then, before departing. The elderly fan/guardian's determination echoes, I shall serve him like a prince, while Mo Jun's exasperated thought cuts through, that's enough, just take it easy. Mo Jun lies exhausted on her bed, reflecting on her new reality. My room has become a pigsty, but I'm left with a cat-like boyfriend and a stack of cash. Mo Jun, despite the chaos, finds herself contemplating, this might not be so bad. It seems she's quickly adapting to her new, unusual reality. She then calls out to Go Young-jun, who appears disgruntled, asking, Hey, Go Young-jun. Mo Jun, with a blush, leans in and asks him about what we were doing last night. Do you want to finish it? She quickly tries to rationalize her bold statement, stammering, a moderate amount of physical affection is good for mental health, so I guess. Go Young-jun, meanwhile, looks on with a puzzled expression. Suddenly flustered, Mo Jun exclaims, Oh my, I must be crazy. Why are you making me say it? Go Young-jun, in his chibi form, looks utterly overwhelmed. Mo Jun, now wearing a hat, playfully calls out, Come here, Go Young-jun. Big sister is going to shower you with touches. Go Young-jun responds with a hesitant meow. A mysterious voice utters Mo Jun's name, focused on a package addressed to her. A chilling aura emanates from a shadowed figure, whose single glowing red eye pierces the darkness, accompanied by an ominous sound. In a brief, humorous interlude, a small hamster sheds tears, dreaming of delicious food but resolving to endure hardship to become a K-pop star for JWE. Mo Jun and Go Young-jun have officially started living together, but their new cohabitation is immediately interrupted by the sudden, ominous appearance of a mysterious man. From outside, a voice demands, Get over here right now, followed by a distinct meow. Jun playfully pins Go Jun to the bed, declaring, "Do you have any idea how much I wanted to bite you at the office? I wasn't the only one who wanted to snuggle." Go Jun lets out a desperate MOW. A sudden ding-dong from the door makes Jun huff. "Humph, who is it? You two certainly seem to be enjoying yourselves." Go Jun, peeking from behind her, lets out a soft meow. Jun winks, giving a cheeky thumbs up as she promises, "Back and adore you later." Go Jun, perched sadly on a dresser, can only respond with a mournful meow. Jun cautiously peeks from behind the door, grumbling, "Who is it? I'm not interested in joining a religion." Standing at her door is a stern-faced man with a distinctive hat, Jun's dad, his presence commanding attention. Jun's dad greets her, his voice deep. "It has been a long time, Jun." Jun's eyes widen in utter shock, a soft gasp escaping her lips as she recognizes the familiar face. Barely believing her eyes, Jun utters a single, questioning word, "Dad?" A vibrant title card appears, adorned with playful cat paw prints, marking a new segment of the story. Recap appears, highlighting the shocking turn of events. Jun's dad unexpectedly showed up at her doorstep while she was living with her boyfriend. Jun's dad, Wangxiol, embraces his daughter warmly, saying, "It has been a long time, daughter. Have you been well?" Jun can only stammer, "Wh." Peeking nervously from behind the door, Jun demands, "What are you doing here?" Her dad calmly replies, "I heard work has been difficult for you lately." Jun is mortified, thinking about how they tease me at the office for having an office romance. Her dad explains, "So since I was in Seoul, I decided to stop by your place." Her dad continues, "Are you feeling okay? And also, I love you, daughter. Haha." Jun, overwhelmed, responds, "Thank you. I'm grateful, but..." Jun's dad continues to bring in gifts, cheerfully announcing, "Your brother grew these cucumbers himself." Meanwhile, Jun, peeking from the doorway, silently laments, "The timing is terrible." Jun's dad insists on entering to move the bags, saying, "Anyway, so I can move these bags." But Jun frantically shouts, "Wait, wait. Jun panics, thinking, "I haven't cleaned the house yet." As her dad cheerfully offers, "Your father will help you." She desperately cries out, "No, I'll do it myself." Jun's dad, his eyes narrowed, confronts her, asking if she's hiding something. Jun, peeking out from behind the door with a panicked expression, emphatically denies it, claiming she's not hiding anything at all. Jun's dad insists that he feels something is definitely going on, but Jun adamantly denies it. Suddenly, a distinct meow echoes from behind the door, betraying the presence of Go Jun. Jun's eyes widen in sheer panic, her mouth agape in a silent huh, as the meow confirms her worst fears. Stammering, Jun quickly invents a lie, claiming she's raising a cat, which is why the house is a mess. Her dad, however, calls her name with a stern expression, clearly not convinced. Jun's dad, his face a mask of suspicion, leans in, demanding if she truly didn't hear that sound, his voice trailing off ominously. He declares that the meow was unmistakably the voice of an adult man imitating a cat, his suspicions confirmed. Jun looks horrified as her dad shouts that someone is definitely hiding in the house, with Go Jun's chibi cat form visible, still meowing. Jun's dad, now convinced of an intruder, frantically tells Jun to call the police. Jun, flustered and desperate, cries out that it's not what he thinks. With a blush and eyes squeezed shut in mortification, Jun blurts out the truth. She's living with her boyfriend. Heavy silence descends upon the room as Jun's dad stands utterly frozen in shock, Jun standing awkwardly beside him. Jun's dad's face contorts in an expression of pure disbelief, his eyes bulging as he shouts, demanding to know what she just said. A small paper cup of coffee sits on the floor as Jun tries to de-escalate the tense situation, softly asking her dad to please calm down. Jun kneels, offering the coffee to her dad, who is also seated on the floor. Go Jun, still in his chibi form, remains hidden behind Jun, peeking out. Jun's dad immediately launches into a sharp interrogation, demanding to know Go Jun's profession. Jun cries out, "Dad!" in exasperation, as the narrator observes the intense questioning. Jun, frustrated, questions her dad's aggressive behavior, suggesting he should at least be happy to meet her boyfriend. Go Jun, in his chibi cat form, yells back, asking if that even matters right now. Jun's dad continues his relentless interrogation, asking about Go Jun's job and age. Jun quickly interjects, explaining that he is a department manager at her company, trying to shield Go Jun. Jun's dad questions why she keeps answering for him. Jun, looking flustered but determined, reiterates her fabricated story, claiming Go Jun has a disease that makes him act like a cat. Jun tries to explain that Go Jun isn't in a good state right now and promises to set up a proper meeting later. However, her dad, looking stern, flatly declares that he cannot approve of this relationship. Jun's dad delivers a shocking command, "Just break up." Jun's eyes widen in absolute disbelief and shock, her mouth agape as she cries out, "What?" Jun's dad sternly explains his reasoning, stating he didn't send her to Seoul just to take care of a sick man. He advises her to break up now, unless she plans on caring for him for the rest of her life. Jun, with a resigned expression, quietly says, "Fine then." Her dad looks confused, uttering a small HM at her unexpected agreement. Jun stands up, looking determined, and declares that she will do exactly as her dad says. However, a thought bubble reveals her internal struggle. "We already live together, but..." Jun, with a fierce expression, shouts her defiance. "I won't get married." Her dad, utterly shocked by this new declaration, cries out, "What?" Jun's dad, aghast, exclaims that they already live together, calling it far too American style. Jun, confused by his sudden outrage, asks, "Why? Isn't that what you wanted?" Jun's dad flails, shouting, You won't get married." Jun tries to calm him down, telling him to stop. The narrator observes that the argument is taking a strange turn. Jun's dad tries to justify his harsh words, claiming he's only saying this because he's worried about the person she's living with. Jun, however, looks angry, asking if he really has to say such mean things right now. Tears welling in her eyes, Jun expresses her hurt, stating she just wanted to have a nice conversation after not seeing him for so long. She questions why he keeps acting like this. Jun's dad looks remorseful, his expression softening as he gently calls out, "Jun!" A kung sound effect emphasizes the sudden shift in atmosphere. Just as the tension begins to dissipate, Jun, in his chibi cat form, stretches and lets out a loud meow, completely oblivious to the emotional moment. Jun's dad glares at Jun, annoyed by the interruption during their serious conversation. Jun, however, struggles to suppress a giggle, a small gift escaping her lips as the absurd situation lightens the mood. Jun can no longer hold back her laughter, a booming pohaha escaping her as she exclaims, "What are you doing, Jun?" Jun insists, "Stay still, I'll clean it off for you." As Jun, looking utterly flustered, realizes with a shock she laughed. Jun's dad observes her with a crestfallen expression, thinking, "My daughter, who didn't smile once at me today." Jun then calls out, "Dad." In a memory, a young Jun considers, "Maybe I should marry Minsik from the Forsythia class." Her father, trying to guide her, adds, "Minsik's mom is a bit picky, but he's a reliable kid." He then asks, "Can't you just stay with your dad?" Young Jun exclaims with wide eyes, "Dad, you're already married. Mom said bigamy is a crime and you'd go to jail." Her father, utterly dumbfounded, wonders, "What on earth is your mother teaching you?" The younger Jun's words echo, "What kind of person would you like me to be with? Marriage is the union of two families, so I'll listen to you, Dad." Her father smiles, contemplating, As for me." His thoughts solidify into a clear desire, someone who can always make Jun smile. As young Jun bursts into joyful laughter, her father tenderly touches her head, a silent question forming in his mind, "Is that so?" Back in the present, Jun's dad looks down, a profound realization settling upon him. Was I the one who had forgotten them? Jun's dad, now uncorking a bottle, fixes his gaze on Jun and asks, "Did you say your name was Jun?" He then declares, "You, the man who makes my daughter smile." With a resounding declaration, Jun's dad announces, "You pass." Jun's dad heartily chugs from the bottle, gulping down the contents, prompting a surprised cry from Jun, "Dad." Jun warns her father, who is now on his hands and knees, "Dad, you can't handle your alcohol." Jun, observing the scene, asks, "You said he was a cat, right?" Meanwhile, Jun's dad begins, "As for me..." Jun's dad proudly declares, "I turn into a total dog when I drink." He then proceeds to demonstrate barking and growling, "Woof woof, grr, bark bark." Jun, utterly mortified, exclaims, "Stop making such a damn scene." Jun, in his chibi form, lets out a meower, while Jun's dad responds with barks and growls, "Woof woof, woofger." The narrator observes this bizarre exchange as a scene of desperate communication to understand one another. Jun's face reflects utter exhaustion as she thinks, "I want to go home." A moment later, a grim realization dawns on her. "Oh, right." Jun's somber thought echoes, "This is my home." From within, the chaotic sounds of Jun's meower and Jun's exasperated plea, "Stop," confirm her sentiment. The narrator concludes, "It is a madhouse, but the first meeting was a success." The scene shifts dramatically to a professional setting, a sign indicating meeting room 05 as the narrator begins. Well then, meeting officially commences as the woman at the head of the table announces, "We will now begin the marketing meeting for Project Hairball." The presenter details the marketing strategy, revealing the catchy phrase. The catchphrase is, "Without a worry, yum meow meow." She elaborates, "I have designed this to show the organic connection between the products that are the focus of this project." The presenter continues, "Our marketing strategy will also highlight how Gaydari Group products are interconnected." She adds, "By comparing them with competitors, we will emphasize that existing inconveniences can be resolved all at once." As the presentation continues about seeking famous cat YouTubers for advertisements, Beck Ina whispers to Mo Jun, assistant manager Lee was remarkably sharp this time, wasn't she? Mo Jun replies, it's probably because this is such a big project. The presenter details further plans, stating, furthermore, through collaborations with Goyang City and Yangyang City, the Meow Meow. Loud yawn suddenly cuts through the air, interrupting the presentation. A sharp voice interjects, this is far too banal and pedantic. Marketing, by its very nature, must be clearly articulated and woven together. Mo Jun gasps in shock, you are... Mo Jun exclaims in disbelief, Deputy General Manager Bong Suyuk. As Bong Suyuk stretches dramatically, openly yawning, I can't stop yawning. Yawn. Bong Suyuk smirks, declaring, it seems I'll have to teach you ladies a thing or two about marketing. A silent, frustrated thought ripples through the room. Have you still not resigned, Bong Suyuk? The presenter attempts to continue also, through a collaboration with Goyang City and Yangyang City, we can introduce the Meow Meow but is once again interrupted by a drawn-out yawn. Bong Suyuk continues his harsh critique. This is way too cliché and pretentious. Marketing should always be clear and tightly woven. Mo Jun points, her face a mask of shock. You. Mo Jun cries out in exasperation. Deputy General Manager Bong Suyuk, as he dramatically stretches once more, openly proclaiming, I feel a yawn coming on. Yawn on. Bong Suyuk's smug smile spreads across his face, clearly enjoying Mo Jun's exasperation. But before delving further into the chaos, a narrative interjection demands attention. But before that, hold on a moment. The narrator posits a question to the audience. The readers are probably wondering something right now. Why hasn't that guy quit yet? The answer, the narrator reveals, lies in the series of scandals that happened after he arrived, as a tiny Go Yang Jun peeks out from under a bedspread. The core issue is revealed. Bong Suyuk's extreme, responsibility-avoiding, selfish mindset. He internally blames Go Yangjun, declaring, it's because of Go Yangjun, and definitively states, it's not my responsibility. But after the last incident, he developed a fear of Go Yangjun. Bong Suyuk screams, Aya, stay away, while Mo Jun, with a sigh, concedes, fine then, Deputy General Manager. Go Yangjun challenges Bong Suyuk, asking, so why don't you tell us what your feedback is? Bong Suyuk, startled, exclaims, OPS. Go Yangjun's voice cuts through, demanding, are you snapping at me right now, Assistant Manager Lee? Bong Suyuk attempts to stammer, I was just... Bong Suyuk grins, claiming he's translating what Manager Pink said, as the chibi Go Yangjun cat angrily retorts, meow meow meow. Mo Jun, looking utterly exasperated, questions, what kind of man can't even take responsibility for his own words and just blames a cat? Another voice adds, I've heard about this. The narrator observes the bizarre corporate structure. At Bonjour Bongbong Group, there's a competent manager who is a cat and a useless deputy manager who can interpret cat language. Bong Suyuk, taken aback, asks, and how do you know that? The narrator explains, I saw it on, what in the world is this? Bong Suyuk leaps with unbridled joy, declaring triumphantly to the disgruntled chibi Go Yangjun, I won. He taunts repeatedly, mad yet? Mad yet? Mo Jun's dad fumes, but when someone who can't even do the job nitpicks, that's what pisses me off. He adds, now this is what you call a click. Bong Suyuk, startled, exclaims, huh? The screen changed. Mo Jun's dad continues, unlike Manager Pink, Deputy General Manager Bong is incompetent. Critical importance of the task is emphasized. Project Hairball absolutely has to succeed. The narrator clarifies, like I said before, the cause of the syndrome is excessive stress. The physician, identified as the physician who appeared in episode 1, states, if you successfully complete the project you mentioned, his condition may improve. An unseen voice exclaims, really? Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian observes, come to think of it, Yangjuan has been very stressed because of this project. Mo Jun, her eyes wide with hope, asks, are you saying Yangjuan might really recover? The doctor clarifies, I can't guarantee a full recovery, but it should help with treatment. The round Go Yangjun grumbles, ugh, then asks, what are you looking at, meow? An excited voice, presumably Mo Jun's, cheers, Yahoo! In a vivid daydream, Go Yangjun seductively invites Mo Jun, assistant manager Mo. Would you like to stay late with me tonight for some intriguing overtime? Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian dryly comments, you two really did everything imaginable at the company. HUH. Mo Jun declares her resolve. I can't hesitate because of Deputy General Manager Bong Suyuk. I just want Go Yangjun to recover quickly. She then excitedly announces, I just thought of a method. Assistant manager. An eager voice asks, what is it? Mo Jun reveals her strategy. We ask the department manager for help. The giant Go Yangjun blobcat responds with a disgruntled meow. Mo Jun, beaming with a clever idea, explains, just like the saying, fight fire with fire, a cat must be handled with a cat. An off-panel voice questions, a cat? Dark-haired colleague questions Mo Jun, wondering why the department manager would be referred to as a cat. Mo Jun, holding Go Young Jun, who appears as a large, dark blob, explains that the department manager possesses a sly charm, much like a cat. The dark-haired colleague teases her, asking if she's bragging about her boyfriend. Mo Jun laughs awkwardly, admitting she momentarily thought the manager was actually a cat. From behind, Go Youngjun's voice implies she's become too relaxed, to which Mo Jun quickly apologizes. Baek Ina insists that if the department manager approves, their plan should work, justifying it as a dirty pass because the other side started it. A chibi Go Young-jun, looking terrified and letting out a soft meow, expresses his hesitation, recalling how he was beaten last time, making him scared of pink. Mo Jun questions if Go Young-jun also dislikes the idea, while Baek Ina defiantly challenges Go Young-jun not to lose to a mere manager. A chibi Go Young-jun lets out a distressed Mao Mao Moo. Baek Ina dramatically urges them to settle it one-on-one as chibi Go Young-jun is sent flying across the room with a cry of keying, landing near a pink cat-like figure on a desk. Chibi Go Young-jun lands on the floor, looking utterly shocked and letting out a meek meow. Still sprawled on the floor, chibi Go Young-jun lets out a series of frantic meow cries. Pink cat-like figure, representing Bong Soo-yuk, calmly sits on the desk, observing the scene with silent contemplation. The pink cat-like figure, Bong Soo-yuk, lets out an enraged Mao Mao Moo as Mo Jun reacts with silent shock. A series of crashing and thudding sound effects echo through the office, indicating a chaotic struggle has just occurred. The office hallway is quiet now, with no sound effects, suggesting a pause after the earlier commotion. Chibi Go Young-jun is sprawled on the floor, crying out "Wah meow" in defeat as Mo Jun looks down, asking if he lost. Mo Jun, distressed, tearfully apologizes to the manager, while also begging Go Young-jun not to cry. Mo Jun gently reassures the crying chibi Go Young-jun, telling him it's okay now, as he clings to her leg with a soft meow. The dark-haired colleague comments that the feedback wasn't entirely bad, while chibi Go Young-jun, still being comforted by Mo Jun, looks up with a pleading "assistant manager." Baek Ina expresses concern that Mo Jun must still be angry. Mo Jun, however, states that even if she's angry, the work still needs to be done, asserting that fair feedback, even from an awful boss, must be accepted for improvement. The dark-haired colleague notes that this means a few nights of overtime, to which Go Young-jun vehemently responds, "No way." Baek Ina and Mo Jun strike confident poses, assuring Go Young-jun that he has their support. Go Young-jun cries out for help as the dark-haired colleague looks on, moved by the display of camaraderie as the narrator sets the scene for what's to come. The narrator announces that the marketing department works hard once again to revise the proposal, showing Mo Jun eating a snack while Baek Ina frantically types. The pink cat-like figure, Bong Soo-yuk, sits on a chair, letting out a soft meow as the dark-haired colleague looks at him. Bong Soo-yuk, in his cat form, continues to meow meow from the office chair, baffling the dark-haired colleague who wonders what exactly he's trying to say. System message appears, stating that the work looks good and instructs them to please proceed with the follow-up work promptly. Bong Soo-yuk, in his cat form, sits at a keyboard, seemingly giving feedback with a decisive meow. Mo Jun exclaims with excitement, "Ah, yes, understood, Yahoo!" as Bong Soo-yuk lets out another meow. The narrator questions the strange timing, noting that feedback usually comes before work progresses. Mo Jun looks confused, asking if feedback was given earlier. A system prompt clarifies that feedback was delivered through Deputy General Manager Bong because he was unable to communicate personally. Mo Jun's eyes widen in shock, realizing the strange timing of the feedback. An off-panel voice belonging to the manager laughs maniacally, calling out, "Wahaha, Assistant Manager Lee." The manager is seen laughing uproariously, taunting Assistant Manager Lee, asking if they are sweating blood while fixing the proposal. The manager, still riding high on his taunts, moves closer to Go Young-jun, playfully asking why he's approaching. Go Young-jun, however, clearly desires more personal space in the office. A system prompt reveals a crucial detail about Assistant Manager Lee Hyeryong's hidden talent, building anticipation for what's to come. In a swift counter, Mo Jun executes a perfect jujitsu throw, sending Go Young-jun flying, as she declares he's the reason she had to redo her work, prompting a pained cry from him. Office colleagues watch the unfolding drama, exclaiming about the unprecedented clash between the assistant manager and deputy general manager, a spectacle rarely seen in office life. Mo Jun's face is etched with concern as she internally questions whether the project will truly run smoothly after all the chaos. As the workday draws to a close, a general announcement thanks everyone for their hard work and specifically wishes assistant manager Lee a safe journey home. Mo Jun walks through the office, surprised as a small, pink, cat-like Go Young-jun rushes towards her, meowing excitedly, making her wonder if it's Manager Pink. The cat-like Go Young-jun offers a small, ribbon-tied candy with a meow, prompting a hesitant and surprised "thank you" from Mo Jun. Mo Jun contemplates the unexpected candy, internally questioning if it's an apology for being forced to work extra hours. A close-up on Mo Jun's thoughtful eye, surrounded by playful bunny and carrot patterns, indicates her silent contemplation. Observing Go Young-jun sleeping at his desk, Mo Jun rationalizes that since she'll likely continue working with him, there's no point in harboring negative feelings. Mo Jun decides to quickly pen an apology note, aiming to resolve the situation and move forward. Mo Jun expresses her relief at finally being able to leave work as the chibi-styled Go Young-jun is seen at his desk with a bloody nose. The chibi-styled Go Young-jun, still with a bloody nose, passionately kisses a note while calling out for his manager. Chibi-styled office worker fiercely accuses his manager of eating his spicy chicken, prompting a meow from the cat-like Go Young-jun and a thoughtful from another colleague. Go Young-jun looks at the mysterious note and candy, questioning their origin and purpose. Go Young-jun reads the note, which apologizes for the earlier arm lock and wishes for future cooperation, signed by assistant manager Lee Hyeryong and adorned with a lipstick print. Go Young-jun's face flushes a deep red, his eyes wide with a mixture of shock and unexpected delight from the note. The cat-like Go Young-jun's face shows a serene, almost blissful expression, eyes closed in contentment. A chibi-styled man, his face smeared with food, points accusingly at the chibi-styled Go Young-jun, claiming he stole and ate his buldak, while the cat-like Go Young-jun questions the accusation with a mo. The chibi-styled Go Young-jun dramatically collapses onto the floor, letting out a drawn-out mew in despair as his cat form observes nearby. The chibi-styled Go Young-jun cries out meow as his cat form clings to his face, letting out an equally distressed mawu. Elevator door for the 8th floor slides open, signaling a new arrival or departure. Mo Jun confronts Go Young-jun, questioning if he truly intends to continue his peculiar behavior, to which he calmly asks her reason for such an inquiry. Mo Jun stammers, her face blushing, as she struggles to articulate her full question about his unusual preferences. As their hands gently interlock, Mo Jun voices her confusion, asking why he is drawn to such dangerous things. With a subtle smirk and glowing yellow eyes, Go Young-jun challenges her, asking if she dislikes it, then quickly clarifies that it's not that he dislikes it, but Go Young-jun continues his explanation to assistant manager Mo Jun, stating that she understands how lonely he gets. Mo Jun, visibly flustered, tries to object with a firm "even so" while still holding his hand. Close-up reveals their intertwined hands as Mo Jun internally protests, or whispers her protests, insisting that such intimate actions cannot be done just anywhere in the office and suggesting they at least wait until they are working overtime. A frustrated groan escapes Mo Jun's lips, her eyes reflecting a mix of exasperation and a subtle blush spreading across her face. Go Young-jun's own face is flushed with a deep blush as he mentally acknowledges the heat of the moment, his thoughts hinting at a deeper, unspoken sentiment. His internal monologue concludes, revealing a vulnerable truth. He doesn't want to be away from Mo Jun, his yellow eyes still holding a subtle, intense glow. Go Young-jun's voice cuts through the air, directly asking assistant manager Mo Jun if she feels the same way, as the scene shifts to an establishing shot of the towering office building. Whimsical scene unfolds as Mo Jun, looking utterly overwhelmed, is swarmed by chibi-suited figures making cat sounds and hissing, with one of them, Go Young-jun, getting particularly clingy. She weakly protests, "No, manager." A single tear traces a path down Mo Jun's cheek as a resigned smile graces her lips, while the chibi Go Young-jun lets out another soft meow nearby. The scene transitions to a vibrant title card, declaring "My boyfriend is a cat," accompanied by playful cat paws and hearts, setting the whimsical tone. Beck Ina, with a furious expression, bursts into the room, demanding to know what on earth is going on with Mo Jun. Young-jun's elderly fan/guardian exclaims in shock, questioning what the two are doing, as the chibi Go Young-jun lets out a mournful maw while still atop Mo Jun. She then asks if the manager is present. Mo Jun, sprawled on the floor, laments her exhaustion, explaining that Go Young-jun is acting out particularly badly today, as the chibi Go Young-jun lets out another meow from his dramatic pose. Beck Ina dramatically announces that her mother is currently popping champagne in Hawaii, offering to buy a gift, before declaring that the current situation won't do and urging Mo Jun to come with her for some fresh air. Mo Jun, holding the dramatically elongated chibi Go Young-jun, frets over who she can leave him with, wondering if there's anyone who knows cats well and whom the manager likes. Mo Jun, deep in thought, repeats the criteria: someone who knows cats well and someone Go Young-jun likes, as she murmurs a contemplative "hmm." A sudden realization dawns on Mo Jun, marked by a sharp "ah," as the scene cuts to a bright, upward view of towering modern buildings. The camera focuses on a note, complete with a distinctive lipstick mark, which reads, "Deputy General Manager, I'm sorry for the armbar earlier. Let's get along from now on. Assistant Manager Lee Hyeryong." The chibi Go Young-jun, lounging dramatically on a couch, contemplates the note with a look of annoyance, wondering what assistant manager Lee Hyeryong was thinking. He lets out a soft meow and meow, the panel noting that this particular chibi form was drawn by Go Young-jun himself. The chibi Go Young-jun, blushing, brings the note to his nose, detecting a subtle scent of buldak from the lipstick. A churning feeling in his stomach leads him to conclude, with a nervous laugh, that he's simply hungry. With a cheerful hee-hee, the chibi Go Young-jun decides he should go make some buldak ramen, dashing off excitedly, followed by 2 real cats. Suddenly, Go Young-jun's thought bubble expresses outrage, demanding to know who dares to disturb a second-generation chaebol's buldak ramen, his expression one of fierce indignation. Go Young-jun's face contorts into an expression of pure shock, his eyes wide and mouth agape in a silent scream. The manager looks surprised as the chibi Go Young-jun clings to him tightly, eliciting a simple, questioning "oh?" from the manager. Mo-jun, with Baek Ina, makes a swift escape, declaring she'll leave Go Young-jun in Bong Soo-yuk's care. Bong Soo-yuk, utterly flustered, cries out in protest, asking why assistant manager Mo is leaving her boyfriend with him. A triumphant whinny echoes as Mo-jun's thought bubbles urge them to seize the chance and run for it, symbolizing their escape into freedom under a clear sky. Mo-jun exclaims "whoa" as the camera focuses on a pot of steaming, deliciously sparkling buldak ramen, a feast for the eyes. Mo-jun marvels at the sheer quantity of food, pointing out how much delicious ramen there is. Mo-jun, tears streaming down her face in pure bliss, gives a heartfelt thumbs up, declaring the ramen seriously delicious, while Baek Ina looks on, questioning if it's truly that moving. As Mo-jun savors her ramen, Baek Ina points out the impracticality of enjoying malatang when living with a giant catman. Mo-jun wholeheartedly agrees, lamenting that there wouldn't even be time to eat amidst such chaos. Mo-jun, brimming with cheer, declares her intention to plan an amazing course for their day. Her thoughts then drift to Go Young-jun, wondering if he'd like to join. She finishes her thought, calling out Go Young-jun's name, but he is nowhere to be seen. The scene shifts to an exterior shot, revealing the sign of a malatang restaurant. Suddenly, a man's terrified face fills the frame, crying out for a policeman and dramatically claiming that a giant catman who does yoga has invaded his home. Bong Soo-yuk, with a sly grin, opens a door, taunting Go Young-jun with a welcome and questioning if he truly expected a different greeting. In his chibi catman form, Go Young-jun squats defiantly amidst a swarm of cats, declaring that his guest has willingly entered his cat's den. Cats, at Go Young-jun's command, pounce on him as he lies splayed on the floor, letting out a pained maw amidst their playful meows. A close-up reveals Go Young-jun's distressed face as Bong Soo-yuk's voice echoes, urging him to get a good taste of my cat army, eliciting another pained cry from Go Young-jun. Back in reality, Mo-jun lets out a frustrated sigh, her eyes wide with surprise, as Baek Ina, standing nearby, asks what's wrong. Mo-jun confesses to hearing Go Young-jun's voice, but Baek Ina quickly dismisses it as ridiculous, insisting she must have misheard. Mo-jun hesitantly agrees, while Baek Ina, with an encouraging smile, suggests they simply enjoy themselves since they're already out. Mo-jun, standing awkwardly by a pool, reaffirms Baek Ina's sentiment, determined to have fun now or risk losing the chance. She then playfully attempts a sexy pose. With renewed resolve, Mo-jun declares her intention to have so much fun that people will talk. Baek Ina, chiming in, points out the amazing coffee at their current location. A cup of luwak coffee is presented, its rich aroma filling the air. Mo-jun's eyes widen in surprise and a hint of concern as she recognizes the rare luwak coffee. A close-up shows a hand clutching a stomach in discomfort, accompanied by a pained groan. Mo-jun, concerned, asks Go Young-jun, who is clutching his stomach, what's wrong. He explains he's feeling nauseous, possibly from raw oysters he had the day before. Go Young-jun, still in discomfort, announces he needs to use the restroom, while Mo-jun looks on with worried eyes as he lets out another cry of pain. Baek Ina chastises Mo-jun for her preoccupation, asking why luwak coffee would remind her of Go Young-jun. Mo-jun apologizes, admitting she can't stop worrying about him. Baek Ina, with a knowing smile, gently corrects Mo-jun, suggesting it's not worry but rather that she misses him, asking if that isn't typically the case. Mo-jun's face flushes with a blush as Baek Ina's words echo in her mind. Lovers are the ones you think of the moment you're apart. A powerful thought resonates, revealing Go Young-jun's heartfelt desire. I don't want to be away from you, assistant manager Mo. A close-up of Go Young-jun's face, softened with a tender blush, conveys the depth of his unspoken affection. A single tear glistens in Mo-jun's eye as the realization washes over her, finally understanding the true nature of her feelings. Mo-jun, a gentle smile gracing her lips, confirms to Baek Ina that she truly misses Go Young-jun, a pivotal admission. The radiant, joyful smile, Mo-jun declares her intention to embrace this newfound feeling and fully enjoy her time. As Mo Jun embraces her newfound joy, a different scene unfolds. The tantalizing aroma of freshly cooked ramen fills the air, and a voice triumphantly declares, "It's finished." The manager, beaming with pride, describes his culinary masterpiece, the Bonjour Special Chaebol Buldak Ramen, meticulously crafted with a secret blend of spices and fresh vegetables. A mischievous grin spreads across the manager's face as he contemplates savoring his meal while Go Young-jun faces a brutal defeat. But then, a sudden realization strikes him, and he exclaims, "Oh!" Meanwhile, Go Young-jun, in his chibi cat-like form, crouches on the floor, surrounded by a multitude of felines, letting out a pitiful mawawa cry. Go Young-jun, still in his adorable yet persistent form, cries out "Naya Naya Naya Meow" as he reaches for the ramen, prompting a distressed manager to protest, "And no, I made this buldak for myself." An abrupt sound effect marks a sudden impact as the manager reacts with a startled "Ah!" The manager, now kneeling and weeping, desperately cries, "Nu, give me back my buldak," as Go Young-jun, unfazed, continues to devour the ramen with satisfied "mo, mo" sounds. Beyond the grand, open doors, a small, cat-like figure, the Wanderer, stands silhouetted against the dark hallway, accompanied by heavy thudding sounds. With Go Young-jun finally out of her hair, Mo Jun and Baek Ina are seen happily enjoying their youth, celebrating their newfound freedom together. At that very moment, Go Young-jun was still being pampered, his round, chibi form receiving gentle pats. Go Young-jun, now lying contentedly on his back, has clearly had a blast devouring the ramen. The manager tells the Wanderer, "You can stop kneeling now, Pink," as the Wanderer responds with a soft meow. Manager glances at the time, surprised. Is it already this late?" The Wanderer, clutching a small device, simply responds with a knowing meow. With a resolute expression, the manager declares to Go Young-jun, "You're coming with me." He states his commitment. "Since I've taken this on, I must give it my all." Go Young-jun, still on the floor, lets out a pathetic meow. "I'm full," meow, clearly unwilling to move after his feast. With a dismissive humph, the manager dramatically sheds his robe, revealing a toned physique. He challenges Go Young-jun, "You're acting all high and mighty just because you won our little spat." He then adds, "But..." The manager's hand gestures towards his discarded robe, his voice sharp with intensity. "Have you still not realized it?" Go Young-jun, from his prone position on the floor, looks up as the manager declares, "That our match." A suggestive erotic thought bubble appears, adding a humorous twist to the scene. The manager stands tall, impeccably dressed in a sharp suit, a confident and knowing smile gracing his features. Scene transitions to a vibrant title card, displaying the Korean text, "My boyfriend is a cat." A woman, with dark hair tied back, raises her fist in triumph, exclaiming, "Now I feel alive." The woman's expression turns to worry as she laments, "I've been neglecting my workouts because of work lately." She blames Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-hyuk for her overtime and disrupted schedule. As the woman walks, a hopeful smile on her face, she thinks, "But once I meet my friend and head home, I'm done for the day." Suddenly, a child runs up, excitedly pointing and exclaiming, "Mom, look at this." The child points in awe. The cat is holding a donation box. The woman, equally surprised, confirms, "Oh my, it really is," as the Wanderer, in its cat form, lets out a soft meow. Crouching down, the woman questions the small feline, "Manager Pink, what are you doing?" The Wanderer responds with a series of insistent meow 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 sounds. The woman's eyes widen in utter shock as she reads the donation box. "Donations for stray cat neutering? What on earth is this?" Suddenly, a voice booms, "Excuse me, ordinary citizens." Manager, now in his human form, stands tall, holding a donation box, with Go Young-jun in his chibi form by his side. He earnestly pleads, "Please help us." The manager addresses an elderly woman, "You there, mademoiselle? Could you spare a moment to listen to me?" The woman, however, seems unimpressed, replying, "Huh? But I don't even like cats." The manager retorts, "That's exactly why. If we leave them be, they'll breed and the streets will be swarming with them." The elderly woman's eyes widen in alarm, gasping, "Oh my goodness, swarming with cats." Overwhelmed by the horrifying vision of streets overrun by felines, Young-jun's elderly fan/guardian flails in despair, crying out, "What should we do? What should we do?" A confident voice cuts through her panic, offering a solution. "Don't worry, I'm here to help." Bong Soo-hyuk stands proudly, holding a donation box. He explains his mission. "If you, mademoiselle, donate just 1,000 won, we can remove their peanuts and stop them from breeding." The elderly woman eagerly responds, "I'll donate right now, young man." Young-jun's elderly fan/guardian places money into Bong Soo-hyuk's donation box, praising his efforts. "Oh my, you're doing such a good deed out here." Bong Soo-hyuk, with a smug smile, replies, "Guiding the common people is the duty of a chaebol, I suppose." Mo Jun watches the scene unfold, a chibi Go Young-jun peeking from behind Bong Soo-hyuk's leg. Mo Jun approaches Bong Soo-hyuk, recognizing him. "You're Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-hyuk, right?" Bong Soo-hyuk's eyes widen in surprise as he exclaims, "Oh, Assistant Manager Lee." Bong Soo-yuk gestures expansively with his donation box, explaining to a less than impressed Mo-jun, "Isn't it obvious? I'm currently raising funds for stray cat neutering." One version of Mo-jun offers a polite smile, remarking, "Oh, really? That's a wonderful thing to do," while another, horrified version of herself thinks, "Is he crazy? He's making his own cat hold a donation box for neutering?" Bong Soo-yuk carries a distressed Mo-jun over his shoulder. She thinks to herself, "Honestly, I want to say something, but it's not my business. And since I still feel bad about putting him in an armbar last time." A chibi Mo-jun enthusiastically praises Bong Soo-yuk, exclaiming, "You're doing a truly good deed. Deputy General Manager, you're the best." Bong Soo-yuk, looking bewildered, internally ponders, "I should just play along and get out of here. Why is Assistant Manager Lee being so subservient today?" Bong Soo-yuk's mind flashes back to a stern Mo-jun at the office, demanding, "Manager, why hasn't this document from a week ago been approved yet? Because of Minesweeper? I told you only 1 hour of games a day." He thinks, utterly shocked, "She usually treats me like a pest at the office. Wait, no way." Bong Soo-yuk's face contorts in pure astonishment, wondering, does Assistant Manager Lee actually like me? Meanwhile, Mo-jun checks her watch, looking annoyed, muttering, "Ha, there are still 15 minutes left?" Mo-jun inquires, "Have you raised much?" Bong Soo-yuk, crouched excitedly beside his box, grins, "Haha, shall we take a look and see how much I've gathered?" The donation box is revealed to be utterly empty, a sound effect signifying its barrenness. Bong Soo-yuk laments, "The economy must be in bad shape because no money has come in." Mo-jun, with an awkward smile, offers a practical explanation. "It's because people don't carry cash these days." A smug Bong Soo-yuk, a bead of sweat on his temple, internally boasts, "Only someone like me could raise this much. Go Young-jun wouldn't even be able to." An unseen observer marvels, "This guy is amazing." The bizarre scene unfolds as chibi Go Young-jun lies surrounded by scattered money, while a stick figure casually collects it. The narrator muses, "He's acting just like a real cat. It must be performance art." Bong Soo-yuk's face is etched with utter defeat as he questions internally, "Once again, am I unable to defeat Go Young-jun?" Bong Soo-yuk's hand reaches out in desperation, a small "huh" escaping his lips as he thinks, "Oh, heavens." Bong Soo-yuk throws his arms to the sky, his face a mask of anguish, screaming internally, "Why did you create me and then create Go Young-jun?" Mo-jun stands over a dejected Bong Soo-yuk, who is on his hands and knees. She asks, Deputy General Manager, why are you trying so hard to beat Manager Go Young-jun?" He retorts, "You wouldn't understand." Mo-jun's thoughts race through a litany of past grievances. "He insulted me by blowing in my ear during a kindergarten talent show. In elementary school, he took the bigger half of the twin pop for himself. Even as adults, he barely answers when I call. And now he's insulting me by blowing in my ear at work again." She concludes with a resigned, "Okay." Mo-jun, exasperated, opens her wallet, exclaiming, "Wah, good grief." A close-up reveals Mo-jun holding a single 10-won coin, thinking to herself, "This is all I have." Mo-jun offers the meager coin to a still horrified Bong Soo-yuk, declaring, "Here, 10-won." He recoils, shouting, "No, I don't want it. It doesn't change the fact that I lost to Go Young-jun." Mo-jun holds up the coin, acknowledging his point. "That's true. Even if you take this, you won't beat Manager Go." She continues, revealing her true intention, "But I want to give this 10-won to you." Mo-jun smiles warmly, extending the coin to Bong Soo-yuk, saying, "Deputy General Manager Bong, and not Manager Go." Bong Soo-yuk's face softens in disbelief and emotion, asking, "For real? For real? For real?" Mo-jun confirms with a gentle smile, "Of course." Mo-jun turns to leave, stating, "Well then, I'll be on my way. I have plans." Bong Soo-yuk, still on his knees, calls out desperately, "W8 Assistant Manager Lee." Mo-jun glances back, asking, "What is it?" Bong Soo-yuk, still processing, begins, "About the note you gave me before. Does that mean?" "It's exactly as it's written. Those are my true feelings for you." Bong Soo-yuk, "I've fallen in love." What is it?" "I feel the same way about you. I'll see you at the office." What is he even saying? Assistant Manager Lee. Now did you see that too, Go Young-jun? A single butterfly has just fluttered toward me. Therefore, I shall make you an offer. Shall we call for a truce for a while? It seems there's nothing to be gained from fighting you right now. We should both work hard toward our own goals. What do you say, my friend? God, my precious hands. I'm back, Go Young-jun. Meow meow. I missed you. Good job today. That brat bit me. Thank you for everything today. Well then, Assistant Manager Manager Beck. I mean, I'm going to work really hard at the office. What's up with him? So, over the weekend. Meow meow meow. What a good boy. Mo-jun and Go Young-jun are fully recharged. The next day. I'm late. If I don't hurry, I'll be late. How clumsy of you to be late. He's late too. Well, I'll be heading in now. Assistant Manager Lee, what is she doing here? Don't tell me she followed me all the way out here. They work at the same company. Deputy General Manager, they say. That love makes you stupid. However, Bong Soo-yuk was already an idiot. Are you feeling alright? Dum diddy dum. Ulala. Mwahaha. Alalalia. What's his deal? Deputy General Manager Bong Soo-yuk. Submitting a written apology for being late. Dum diddy doom. Otherwise known as the Hairball brand, is currently gearing up for its official launch. Next on the agenda is the YouTube advertisement. We'll be collaborating with Sugar, a cat channel with 1.2 million subscribers. The shoot is scheduled for next Tuesday. Sugar channel? With that pure white fur, those adorable looks, and all that charm. Not to mention it's leash-trained and loves water. The ultimate multi-talented cat. You sound like a total nerd. Assistant Manager MO will be in charge of introducing the product during the shoot. Oh my gosh, Dad, I'm gonna be on TV. It's YouTube, not TV. I think whatever Assistant Manager Lee says is absolutely right. Please stop. Alright, let's all do our best until the brand launch. Understood. Man, the Sugar channel is seriously so cute. Meow meow meow. How can a cat be this adorable? Plus, it perfectly matches our brand's vibe, doesn't it? If only I had a cat like this by my side while working. Yuyeong? Myong, it's Myong. Haha, did you subscribe to Manager? I'll look at Sugar's little begging pose. Oh, who's a good boy, Niang? Yes, we've already booked the studio. Understood. I'll text you the link right away. Yong's. Manager go. What brings you here? Were you getting bored without me? Here, come here, Yong. Yes. This is Assistant Manager Mo Jun from the Gaydari Group Marketing Department. Yes. Am I speaking to the owner of Sugar's YouTube channel? Niang? Meow. Nyong. The shock is palpable as Go Yongjuan's expression contorts in surprise, sweat beading on his forehead. No Weong. Nyanyang. Nyanyang. Nyangsob. Yu Wing. I'm so sorry about earlier. I got a sudden phone call. Heard from Manager Pink. Are you sad because you think Sugar is cuter than you? You know, Yongjuan, we used to date in secret back in the day, right? So when people finally found out about us, I was caught off guard. Sure, but to tell you the truth, part of me could finally tell everyone you were my boyfriend. Mo Jun gently pats Go Yongjuan's head, a warm smile gracing her lips as she looks at him. I could brag that a guy as cute and handsome as you was all mine. So please stop being mad. But do you want to know a secret? I think you're way cuter than Sugar. Honestly, Go Yongjuan should be our brand model, not Sugar. Fine. Stop pouting, Mr. Park Bogum. The following Tuesday. Please call us back as soon as the situation is resolved. What happened? That was Sugar's owner. They were driving up from Busan but got into an accident. It'll take at least 4 hours to get here. What about the recording? We're supposed to go live. Do we have a backup cat? I do have one on standby, but be honest, IT doesn't have nearly as much star power as Sugar. It's literally just a placeholder. What do we do? This live broadcast is crucial. Supervisor Ju. For now, bring in the backup. We'll just have to figure the rest out as we go. The voice echoes, confusion evident. Manager Pink? Mo Jun and Baek Ina look on as a small, cat-like creature lets out a series of Nyanyang sounds. A thought bubble for Mo Jun shows only ellipses, indicating deep contemplation. The creature, revealed to be a wrinkled, cat-like being in a tie, speaks in a garbled tongue. Mo Jun, bewildered, asks aloud, what is he even saying? Amidst the chaos, Go Yongjun, dressed in a suit, attempts to calm the situation, stating, everyone, don't panic. It's a shame Sugar isn't here, but, he continues, we can just use someone with even more femme fatale charm than Sugar. Baek Ina questions the very existence of such a person. Does a cat like that even exist? Cat-like creature, identified as Manager Pink, retorts, Pink is the cool and chic type, so that won't work. Go Yongjun clarifies, I'm talking about the one right over there, the one with the perfect charm for our brand. The narration declares, someone with an allure even more captivating than a professional cat model. Bong Soo-yuk is depicted in a comically flattened, chibi-like state. System prompt appears, OH, followed by the stream is live, and Sugar is supposed to be on today. Mo Jun, beaming, introduces herself. Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Assistant Manager Mo Jun from the Gaydari Group Marketing Team. She announces, I'm here today to introduce our new hairball brand. A close-up on her intense eyes suggests a shift in mood. The narration explains, since Sugar is running a bit late due to unforeseen circumstances, we have Department Head Go Yongjun here to demonstrate our product. The cat-like creature lets out an eong. Bong Soo-yuk is shown in a state of distress, being held down. The cat-like creature emits a soft niang. A system prompt appears, followed by, and this stream is a train wreck. Mo Jun states, I am here today to introduce our Gaydari hairball brand. Her intense gaze returns, and the narration adds, since Sugar is currently running late due to unforeseen circumstances. Manager Go Young-jun will be the one demonstrating our products. Mo Jun exclaims as the cat-like creature lets out a meow. The cat-like creature repeats meow. Mo Jun, with renewed determination, declares, then let's get started. Mo Jun, now in full swing, stands ready. A system prompt appears, Sugar can't make it? Why is a human doing this? And this is crazy. A close-up on a character's face shows extreme distress and sweat with the thought, is it ruined? Title card for the series is displayed. My boyfriend is a cat. An enraged voice asks, are you out of your mind, General Deputy Manager Bong? The panel shows a flashback to a few hours ago. Make some actual sense, the voice demands. You want a human to demonstrate cat products? A character pleads, Assistant Manager Lee, please calm down. Are you trying to make this advertisement fail? Another voice questions. Meanwhile, in the background, a chaotic scene unfolds. A more measured voice comments, Assistant Manager Mo probably knows best. I am talking about Manager Go Young-jun's habits, Mo Jun exclaims, gesturing towards the flattened Bong Soo-yuk. The question arises, what? Does he already know about Go Young-jun's condition? A concerned voice asks. Mo Jun whispers, Go Young-jun. Especially the plumpness of his backside. A suggestive thought follows. The voice then questions, wait, is that not it? You sound like a pervert. He is a pervert. But can you even argue with me? Where else are we gonna find a cat that naughty? What do you think, Assistant Manager Mo? Why does that actually sound plausible? Everyone snap out of it. He's a human, not a cat. And using a manager as a model is just Assistant Manager Lee. Won't you just trust me this once? I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to trust Manager Go Young-jun of our marketing team and the judgment of Pink. Get it, so please let go of me. Oh, yes, sorry. Oh my goodness. Is this another office romance? But do you think the higher-ups will give us permission? About that, don't worry about that part. I'll use my Madam connection just this once. Wow, that's amazing. Haha, as expected of a second-generation Chable's girlfriend. Go Young-jun, appearing as a model in place of a cat. Now, you've all been waiting for the release of the hairball brand, haven't you? Came here to see Sugar. Let's not be too nervous. I just need to promote the advertisement calmly. As long as I follow the script, there won't be any problems. Now, the first product we are introducing today is cat litter with state-of-the-art clumping power, made with our company's patented process. Meow, this is lame. Poop. Now then, Manager Go Young-jun. We show them how great the clumping power is. Actually, I'll show you that later. You're not showing us? Sugar would have shown us. No, public opinion is hitting rock bottom. Then, for the next product, give us sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Just forget it. Deputy General Manager, should we keep going with the advertisement? The comments right now are really bad. Still, maybe we should bring in a real cat. Let's wait a little longer. She will realize it eventually that the only person who can bring out Manager Go Young-jun's naughtiness. We will show you the litter later. This is bad. Everything is falling apart and I don't know what to do. A soft meow echoes as Mo Jun looks on, her expression unreadable. Mo Jun's eyes widen with a hint of blush, calling out, Go Young-jun. Faint smile plays on Mo Jun's lips as she thinks, I'm being such a fool. A comically drawn figure, resembling a cat, winks. There's no reason to panic, it seems to say, followed by, the naughtiest cat in the world is promoting our product. A series of distorted faces appear, all exclaiming, I won't let myself get flustered. Below them, a statement reads, I know better than anyone else in this world that Go Young-jun is the cutest. Mo Jun's face fills the frame, her expression serious. A thought bubble above her states, then, the next product we will introduce is, while another below adds, what I need to do during this broadcast is, the hairball automatic water fountain. Mo Jun announces, holding up a peculiar device. Below, a thought emerges, to show everyone how naughty Go Young-jun can be. Mo Jun asks the audience, you've all experienced this, right? As a chibi-like Go Young-jun is shown beneath her, looking displeased. Another bubble asks, when your cat makes a huge mess while drinking water. For example, Mo Jun begins, her hands preparing to demonstrate. Mo Jun dramatically pours liquid onto Go Young-jun's head. Like this, she exclaims, as Go Young-jun's eyes widen in shock. A thought surfaces, the Go Young-jun I know. Drinks water in a very suggestive way. The narration explains as Go Young-jun's face is shown in extreme close-up, looking flushed and caught off guard. Goodness, exclaims Emo-jun, her face contorted in surprise, while Baek Ina behind her covers her face in embarrassment. Go Young-jun, still dazed, gasps, ooh. Emo-jun, holding the bottle, explains, as you just saw, there are times when things get messy and you have to clean up. However, the narration begins, hinting at a change. The chibi Go Young-jun, now holding the water fountain, lets out a meow as the text states, if you use the hairball water fountain, you can drink neatly. Do you want to see more? Emo-jun asks with a smile, while below, a figure is being embraced by multiple arms. The text reads, that depends on what kind of comments you leave. Depending on your comments, I can be an angel or a devil, Emo-jun declares, as the chibi Go Young-jun looks on with a shocked expression. The audience exclaims, this is incredible. Emo-jun's profile is shown, a tear rolling down her cheek. She isn't just catering to the public's tastes. The narration states, followed by, assistant manager Emo is reigning over the audience right now. The narration proclaims. Emo-jun, now on stage with a microphone, strikes a pose, looking like a pop star. Woo, she shouts, just like a pop star. She's making it impossible for anyone to take their eyes off her on that stage. The narration exclaims. Emo-jun, looking flustered, asks, now, are you all ready to see the next product? Hairball brand's special cream for our precious cats. The weather is getting dry, so we need some moisturizing, right? Emo-jun announces, as Go Young-jun looks on with a bewildered expression. For all of you, the narration begins as a close-up shows ripped abs. The sound of fabric tearing is heard. Gaidari Group has prepared this, a voice declares as Go Young-jun dramatically reveals his chiseled physique. Go Young-jun proudly displays his abs. Meow, a voice says, as a hand holds up a tube of cream. If you apply the Hairball brand's special cream, like this, the voice continues as the cream is applied to Go Young-jun's abs. Do you see? The narration asks. It is so smooth, making it perfect for moisturizing. Emo-jun and Go Young-jun are shown in a chaotic embrace. Emo-jun looks at the audience with wide eyes, a bead of sweat on her brow. How about that? She exclaims, followed by, you can't escape this cuteness, can you? Everyone, take a good look at this naughty charm. Emo-jun urges, her face beaming, because this is my boyfriend. Surpassed 10,000 viewers on the YouTube livestream, a voice announces excitedly. This is several times higher than our expected viewership. Baek Ina and Emo-jun react with shock as someone exclaims, that's it, assistant manager Emo. So, you're the one who caused Go Young-jun's downfall, assistant manager Emo. Expose Go Young-jun's dirty secrets and announce them to the world. My boyfriend is a cat, meow. Emo-jun stumbles while Baek Ina watches in shock. Great job on the broadcast. Everyone, the viewers' reactions were amazing. Hooray. Manager, we did it. We actually did it. You were incredible. Assistant manager Emo. Assistant manager Lee. Deputy General Manager Bong. To think it would turn out this well. I feel ashamed for not listening to Deputy General Manager Bong. Ooh, what's this? No. It was valid feedback. Assistant manager Mo, you really worked hard. Not at all. I just hosted the program. The person who really worked hard was manager Go Young-jun. Go Young-jun, you really did a great job. If it wasn't for him, we would have been in big trouble. He's always there by my side, protecting me. Back then and even now. Let's go together. Just the two of us. A surprise flirting attack from a second-generation chable. Ordinary people would say, sure thing, but I'm sorry. I'll be heading out now. Huh? Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen. Title card reads, my boyfriend is a cat. The next day. Get a grip, Emo-jun. A second-generation chable is interested in you? Do you think your life is some romance webtoon? You're just an MZ generation supervisor who didn't buy the manager coffee. She's still dressed up nicely for work. It's not like I have a princess complex. You're early today, team leader Emo. You're early today, team leader Emo. Manager, why are you here at this time? I always come in at this time. Ah, I see. I just woke up early today, so the elevator is here. He's acting like nothing happened, as if yesterday never took place. I knew it. I just imagined it. His hand is shaking like crazy. It's so obvious he's flustered, and we still have a long way up to. Someone please get in. Surprisingly, not a single person got in. Let's move on to the next item. What was the response to the new product promotion I mentioned last time? It drew a good response from men and women in their teens and 20s, but wasn't so great among the actual purchasing demographic above that age. Maybe we should approach it from a slightly different angle. What do you all think? His lips? Why do I only see the manager's lips today? Not that I'm not interested in Go Young-jun. He's a handsome second-generation chable who always gives his best. But we live in different worlds. So, yes, this is enough, huh? What are you doing? Hurry up and get your things. Where are we going? What do you mean where? It's Supervisor Ju's welcome party today. Oh, right. Huh? Why am I sitting next to the manager? Hello, my name is Ju Gangrock and I'm a supervisor. I love climbing and bowling. He has a booming voice, just like a man's man. On top of that, the distance I tried so hard to keep is now practically non-existent. This keeps up, I'll definitely have an uncomfortable time with the manager. Let's get drunk and go home. Ma'am, one more draft beer here, coming right up. I'll be heading out now. Didn't you drink too much? Should I call a taxi for you? I'm fine. There's a bus right in front that goes straight to my house. Is that so? Is it okay to let Ms. Mo go alone? There really is a bus right out front, but I should still follow her. Huh? You did well, Mo Jun. Giving up is also a form of courage. They say you shouldn't even look at a tree you can't climb. Let's go home and have one more drink by myself. Hurry. Oh? Wait. Huh? Manager? Are you crazy? How can you drive on the sidewalk like that? Are you okay? Sit here for a moment. Are you hurt anywhere? I think I'm okay. Why was it? Was it because I was drunk? Or because I was almost hit by a motorcycle? Or because the manager was right in front of me? Are you all right? Say something. I don't know the reason, but for some reason I felt like kissing him. Go Youngjun's promotional video, even though it's an advertisement, it surpassed a whopping 1 million views. On top of that, the fact that he's a second-generation chaebol became known. The efforts of a chaebol heir for an advertisement. Manager Go Youngjun's true identity, making his popularity online is skyrocketing. He got popular on the internet, then how about making manager the main face? And thanks to the quick response from the higher-ups, he rises as the main model for the hairball brand. The whole world is now obsessed with Go Youngjun. A fan exclaims, "I saw you on YouTube," begging for an autograph as Go Youngjun lies on the floor. Aina remarks, "The manager is insanely popular," while the manager beams, exclaiming, "Even I didn't expect him to become this popular." Aina asks, "But seriously, he's not going to change just because he got famous, right?" The manager flinches, exclaiming, "Hey, why would you say something like that?" Aina reassures, "I know, no matter how much things change, Go Youngjun won't change." The manager, surprised, asks, "Are really?" Aina passionately declares, "Don't underestimate the power of our love," but then hesitates, thinking, "But June." A thought bubble ominously states that no way situation already happened though. The scene then shifts. 1 week later, Mo Jun approaches, holding documents and asks, "Manager, could you sign these approval documents?" Go Youngjun, in his transformed state, simply replies, "Niang." Go Youngjun, in his flamboyant persona, strikes a pose and exclaims, "Niang." Mo Jun looks on, a thought bubble showing only ellipses. A system notification appears for the confused readers. The narrator explains, "We should explain why Go Youngjun changed like this," as the chibi like Go Youngjun and another figure look on. The first reason is revealed. 1. Unconditional praise. Someone exclaims, "Oh my, you're so amazing," while another adds, "Manager Go Youngjun is the best." The second reason is 2. Bad influences from friends. Go Youngjun, in his chibi form, dances amidst cat figures under a spotlight. Narrator announces, and lastly, the third, as Go Youngjun continues his eccentric behavior, with Mo Jun looking on in disbelief. A pink-haired woman calls out, "Hey Youngjun!" The third reason is neglectful parents. Youngjun's elderly fan/guardian appears dramatically, exclaiming, "Mom bought your favorite churu snacks, Youngjun?" Youngjun's elderly fan/guardian scolds, "But Youngjun, did I tell you to listen to Miss Mo Jun or not?" Mo Jun, looking exasperated, responds, "Oh dear you little troublemaker." Mo Jun retorts, "You know what? You're even more annoying, ma'am." Youngjun's elderly fan/guardian replies, "Oops, if that's the case, I'll apologize. But you know, that's how parents feel." Youngjun's elderly fan/guardian exclaims, "That feeling like you haven't done enough no matter how much you do?" "Manager, I told you, only 1 churu per day." Mo Jun reminds him. Go Youngjun, in his chibi form, simply replies, "Young." Mo Jun asks, "Huh? Why are you sticking your butt out this way?" Go Youngjun responds, "Aya ong." Go Youngjun unleashes a Nyong as Mo Jun reacts with a Kya, witnessing the new technique, autonomous butt patting attack. Youngjun's elderly fan/guardian cries out, "Hicks, I can't live like this," while stating, "I'm a precious daughter at my house too." Mo Jun, frustrated, exclaims, "He's just cute though, what's the problem?" Mo Jun rushes forward, exasperated. Youngjun's elderly fan/guardian calls out, "Sayonara, Go Youngjun," as Baekina, holding a phone, explains she said she's taking a half-day off and going back to her parents' house. Youngjun's elderly fan/guardian exclaims, "Oh my goodness, look at my memory. That's why I came to take care of Youngjun." A distressed cry of Kyung is heard. The title card reads, "My boyfriend is a cat." Scene is set at Jun's house. Jun's father wants to watch something natural on TV and tells her to move aside. Jun protests, asking if that's how he greets her after she came home to rest. Jun's father exclaims, "What do you mean it's not? That's exactly what you meant." The narration states that Jun may be timid around her boyfriend, but at home, she's a tyrant. Sound effect "dakong" is heard, followed by "ouch." Jun's mother scolds her, "You brat, watch your mouth when talking to your father." Jun cries out, "Hicks." Jun's mother tells her to peel all the garlic in the bucket outside. Jun protests, asking her appa to do it, but her mother explains that her appa is farming right now. Jun's father tells her that if the garlic isn't done today, she won't get dinner. He reassures her, saying he didn't tell her mother that she's living with someone. He then tells Jun to treat her dad well. Jun's father calls out to her, "Jun." Jun asks, "What is it, Dad?" Jun's father asks if something has happened lately, noting that she's been looking upset. Jun nervously denies it, exclaiming, "No, nothing's wrong." Someone's hand is shown, and a voice says, "Is that so?" Another voice states, "Dad just thought he could at least listen." Jun says, "Dad," and then, "If there's nothing, then fine." Close-up shows Jun's face with her saying, "Actually." A voice ponders, "A boyfriend who changed, what should she do?" Jun's father emphatically states, "Break up." Jun exclaims, "What?" Jun asks, "You're saying that again?" Someone replies, "If your boyfriend changed, then that is." Statement continues, "But if your pet changed?" Jun's father stands, looking imposing. Jun's father states, "Of course, you need to discipline it." Jun questions, "Why are you talking about animals like that?" A voice explains, "Beasts naturally have a hierarchy, and the way to take the upper hand is..." Someone exclaims, "That's your dad's specialty." Jun reacts with surprise, "Oh, former soldier." Jun's father calls out, "Daughter, are you ready to receive your father's teachings?" Jun replies, "Of course." The narrator adds, "And so..." The narration announces, a half-day-long training begins. Jun is shown in a training pose, surrounded by cats. The text states, "As time passed," the narration declares, "the father-daughter duo." Jun's mother looks on with a neutral expression. Text indicates, Monday. A colleague addresses someone, Assistant Manager Lee. "What is it?" One colleague asks another, "Doesn't Assistant Manager Mo seem different today?" The other replies, "I was just about to say that." A voice observes, "Ever since she came back from her parents' house, her vibe is..." Jun is shown looking contemplative, and someone calls out, "Manager?" A peculiar, round figure states, "I brought the approval documents." Someone asks, "Nyong?" A voice declares, "Kilyong." Hand is held up, palm facing outwards, fingers spread. A man in a black jacket grabs another man who is on the ground, his face contorted in surprise and fear. The man on the ground, wearing a red cap and glasses, collapses onto his knees, his expression one of utter defeat. He whimpers, "Hyong." A close-up on a man's face, his eyes wide with a mix of disbelief and resignation. He states, "Was none other than me." The man, now wearing sunglasses and a mustache, shouts with conviction, "From now on, I will make you obey." Below him, a statement declares, "A woman's transformation is not a crime." Voice calls out, "Jae." From a distance, a reply echoes, "Yes, father." Jun's father, a man with a hat and vest, stands before a whiteboard with a drawing of a cat labeled cute. He questions, "How do you plan to discipline your boyfriend once you go back?" Jun, sitting on the floor, ponders, Jun, looking surprised, exclaims, "Wrong," as she explains her plan, through plenty of play hunting and hiding his food. Jun's father, leaning forward with a stern expression, advises, "Keep this in mind. You are dealing with a cat in a human skin." He continues, "That kind of discipline you see on YouTube won't work." A stern-faced man leans in close to Jun, whispering, "Listen well, my daughter." Jun, looking distressed, thinks, "That old man's smell." A grand, modern office building stands tall under the bright sun. A voice narrates, "Sometimes, just every once in a while." Man in the black jacket, sunglasses on, stands triumphantly over the defeated Go Youngjun, declaring, "The rod is the only cure for humans." A close-up of a distressed face, eyes squeezed shut, tongue sticking out. It lets out a drawn-out "www." Jun, wearing sunglasses, looks on with a determined expression. Her father warns, "You mustn't go soft on him." Jun explains her reasoning. "It's because I pampered him that he ended up like this." A hand reaches out to Go Youngjun, who is on the ground. A warning is issued. "If you don't fix him now, he'll be ruined." A voice calls out, "You rascal, Go Youngjun." Close-up of Go Yangjuan's form as he is being patted. A demanding voice asks, do you admit what you did was wrong or not? He responds with a pained MOWWWIY. The distressed, cat-like face of Go Yangjun is shown, tongue out, sweating. He's asked, how many hits do you deserve? He weakly replies, 2, meow. A vertical panel shows intense vertical lines. A voice declares, 2 isn't enough, followed by a sound effect and a drawn-out MOWWW. Mo Jun stands over the defeated Go Yangjun, looking towards the camera and stating, it's over. A close-up of buttocks with a red glow. A narration box explains, taught to me by my father, the ultimate 100-round butt-patting finisher. Mo Jun, with sunglasses on, muses, I wonder if Go Yangjuan has come to his senses? A subtitle proclaims, MOJIUN's soul-stirring 100-round butt-patting finisher. A man in a suit, face contorted in anger, shouts. However, simply hitting him a lot isn't what makes it effective. He emphasizes, what matters is the sincerity. A hand is shown close up. A question is posed. Was it the sincerity, or was Mo Jun's hand just that spicy? A man in a suit, looking flustered, is being hugged by a chibi-like figure. A voice announces, he has returned. The chibi figure exclaims, meow. A subtitle declares, to the original Go Yangjuan. Person in a black jacket stands nearby as Go Yangjun, in his chibi form, is being addressed. Go Yangjuan, have you come to your senses? Go Yangjun lets out a soft meow. The chibi Go Yangjun is being hugged tightly by another person, both looking distressed. A cry of relief is heard. I was so worried. A soft MOW escapes Go Yangjun. The two figures are locked in a tight embrace, a sense of comfort and reconciliation between them. A statement reads, but don't forget MOJ. A close-up on the embrace with a box stating, that cats always seek to reign over humans. A close-up of a mouth with its tongue sticking out. A narration box states, and Go Yangjuan is no exception. A soft, drawn-out ONG is heard. A bizarre, pink, cat-like creature with a tie is seen attacking the downed Go Yangjun. A voice calls out, please stop, manager. A subtitle proclaims, still, he's no match for pink. Another subtitle reads, back from the business trip. A bizarre, pink, cat-like creature with a tie is seen attacking the downed Go Yangjun. A voice calls out, please stop, manager. A subtitle proclaims, still, he's no match for pink. Another subtitle reads, back from the business trip. The exterior of a cafe is shown, with large glass windows and a sign that reads Cafe B. Inside the cafe, Baek Ina sips a drink, her eyes closed with a serene expression. A close-up on Baek Ina's legs as she sits, her white socks and Mary Jane shoes visible. Baek Ina smiles slyly as she sips her drink, the text hoo appearing above her. The flamboyant Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian, wearing sunglasses and a striking outfit, declares, INA. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian announces, INA, you passed, while Baek Ina looks confused, asking, you passed what? Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian explains, for keeping Yangjuan's secret and helping him. She adds, I like people with loyalty. I'm very grateful. Ina, now looking flustered, replies, it was nothing. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian presents Baek Ina with a gift, saying, so, here is a special present for you, Ina. Baek Ina reacts with surprise. OHMI? A gift from a Chable family? Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian confirms, it is, and reveals a secret matchmaking list for the elite, holding it up with a flourish. Yangjuan's elderly fan/guardian offers the list. Here, take your pick. Pick yourself a high-end man. The narrator exclaims, Kahoo, it's a manhunt. List promises a perfect face and background. Baek Ina exclaims, I'm finally escaping the solo life. A man's voice asks, are you MS Baek Ina? The man, revealed as Joe Gukyeol, the successor of Binyang Construction, introduces himself with a beaming, slightly flustered smile. Nice to meet you. I am Joe Gukyeol, the successor of Binyang Construction. Joe Gukyeol holds up a photo of himself, the narration stating, Narration continues, he used way too much Photoshop. Baek Ina reacts with disgust, uttering HRMM. A voice states, and so, Baek Ina, looking dejected, laments that blind date ended after just a meal. She adds, nothing happened at all. Baek Ina, slumped over the table, reflects, I guess expecting someone rich with a perfect face was too much. Another voice chides, Manager Baek, aren't you being too greedy? Baek Ina protests, but it's unfair. The man who takes me in my prime should be perfect. A voice retorts, you should fix that princess complex first. A pink creature holding a sign that reads type prompts a question. Type? Mo Jun asks, an ideal type? The other person replies, yeah. Do you have an ideal type? Pink creature describes its ideal type, someone over 180 cm tall, with a muscular body, but a delicate face. It then lets out a soft meow, meow. A woman with long black hair comments, if a rich, fit man like that existed, I'd have met him first. She then wonders, is she talking about me? Beck Ina exclaims in frustration. I know. As someone suggests, maybe you should lower your standards. Beck Ina insists. I know my standards are high, but it's so hard to let go of my greed. The pink creature and Mo Jun look on. Beck Ina cries out, does he not exist anywhere? Pink creature exclaims, come on, let's get to work, as Beck Ina continues to despair. Mo Jun and the pink creature walk away, while Beck Ina remains seated at the table, looking distraught. Mo Jun is shown holding a tablet with Dad visible on the screen, prompting her to ask, Mo Jun answers the call. Hello, Dad? Her father asks, Jae, did you get the cucumbers your brother gave you? He said he's at our company right now. What, my brother? Said you haven't been answering his calls at all. Hey, where are you going? What's going on, Jun? My brother is here at the office. Why such a fuss over something a bit embarrassing? It's not just that. My brother. He stands out way too much. I mean, how much could he possibly stand out? By some cucumbers. An ideal type? A rugged, muscular build. The delicate, fragile face. Like an ancient Greek plaster statue? Go Young-jun, holding 2 cucumbers, stands in a brightly lit area. By some delicious, long and thick cucumbers. A giant cucumber appears before Mo Jun and Beck Ina, who are in a hallway. Brothier, the hulking Mo Jun's brother, appears. Welcome, come buy some cucumbers. Cucumbers for SA. Hey young man, stop right there. How can you be selling cucumbers at the company? Sorry, my younger sibling could not come, and it felt like a waste to throw them away. I'm confiscating everything. Take out the cucumbers in your pockets too. Those are not cucumbers, oh my goodness. Papa, what are you doing at the company? Jun, mother. What happened? Why were you not answering your phone? I was at work, so I could not answer. I only came to give you cucumbers, but these scary men started giving me trouble. Seoul is scary. Assistant manager Mo's older brother? Is he a model? I get it, so back off already. Why did you come up here? I came because I will be staying here for a few days to prepare for a nearby agricultural expo. Alright, Ina, this is my older brother, Mo1 Jun. Why does he look like he stepped out of a romance fantasy covered in flowers? Whoa. Hello. I'm Ina, Jun's friend. Angry face? Nice to meet you. This is embarrassing. I can't even say a word properly around handsome men. This is embarrassing. Hunter mode activated. For over 20 years, she has adored men. There was not a single man who could resist her fox-like charms. Now, a bronze-skinned, muscular man who is exactly her type. Are her sleeves a little short? I know nothing about that. She is definitely going to win him over. Oh my, you are Jun's friend. Thank you for always taking care of her. It is nothing much. Maybe just that Jun owes me her life a few times? I'm truly grateful, since this is such a special occasion. Please take a box of cucumbers. Cucumbers? Grew them myself in the fields, so they are crisp and refreshing. What are you giving her? Eek. I may be blunt, but how can you shove cucumbers at someone you just met? You are talking about actual cucumbers, right? You pervert. Other pervert. My brother may have a sexy body, but he is not a pervert. Sorry. Why am I acting like this? Why is it that in front of this man, I cannot use my usual charms? And in college, she was class representative and friends with countless male classmates. To Ina, men were easy. But this time, she made a huge mistake. Pushing a man to gain control in romance is a woman's instinct. But remember, if you only push away, you are third-rate. If you only pull closer, you are second-rate. True master is the one who makes others come to them. Assistant manager Mo, what do you think of my daughter? She is beautiful, right? She is smart too. She even passed the teaching certification exam recently. Oh, really? Hey, Manager Yang, wait your turn. So, if you could perhaps introduce me to Assistant Manager Mo's older brother. What are you talking about? Life and marriage do not wait for order, you brat. Have you finished talking? Assistant Manager Mo, my niece is divorced once, but she is a lawyer. People constantly begged me to introduce him to them. I thought this would stop once we came to Seoul. But now it is happening even at work. Oh dear, that must have been difficult. Introduce me to your brother. What? No way. Why are you asking me to arrange my brother's dating life? Just set up a meeting. I will handle the rest. I said no. Mississippi. It seems like you still do not understand the situation. You started dating manager Go Young-jun without even telling me. Hey, I already apologized for that, and I am the one who helps you deal with all your boyfriend-related messes. If you are truly human, could you really refuse me? Okay, but I am only setting up the meeting, understood? Thank you, my friend. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Appa, you are still in Seoul, right? I will never let this slip away. My ideal man. I was very rude last time, wasn't I? I felt so sorry that I wanted to apologize. Oh no, not at all. I reacted too sensitively myself. I should not have handed cucumbers to just anyone either. Ho ho, you really are talking about actual cucumbers, right? Tried the cucumbers you gave me. They were incredibly crisp and refreshing. Haha, thank you. I grew them myself, so they probably taste different. Oh my, really? Amazing. I also grow plants in pots at the office. Really? Though most of them are practically drought-stricken plants. Tell me, could you share more farming stories? I'm curious. Haha, shall I? Agreeing with everything the other person says. Really, wow. Her charm is irresistible to innocent men. Would you like some cake? As a result, I have always been shy, so I was never good at talking to women. But somehow, talking with you feels easy, Ina. I feel like I get along with you extremely well too. Then, if you have time today, he is falling. How about we do this together? Since June has plans afterward, it looks like it will just be the two of us. I am completely free today though. Be quiet. And if you do not mind, maybe we could go have drinks right away. There is. It's assistant manager Mo's older brother. Young man, would you like to meet my daughter? She passed the teaching exam. What are these men doing? They are ruining the mood I worked so hard to build. No. I'm sorry, but I cannot do that. Why? Are the conditions not to your liking? It is not that. Because I am... Who is right here? Because I am... Dating Beck Ina. Who is right here? WH what? Dating? Oh, she had a boyfriend? He's dating manager Beck? Oh my, we had no clue. I wish you two a beautiful love managers who know how to keep their distance. Ms. Ina, I'm sorry. You must have been shocked, right? June has handled many difficult favors because of me in the past. So I thought it would be okay if I lied and said I was dating you. I have a favor to ask, Ms. Ina. Could you tell everyone at the company that we're dating? I'll do whatever I for you in return. Seriously. How ridiculous. But for the sake of my best friend June, I'll do this favor for you. I'll ask for what I want later, so give me your phone number for now. Although she failed to play hard to get. Even a social media ID is fine. A step forward for love. That's how I got Wonjin's phone number. I actually got it. There hasn't been much progress yet, but it's a start. Yeah, good for you. More importantly, help me out too. I'm the only one looking like an idiot here. You want me to wear that ridiculous outfit? Do you know how important this pet fair is? It's a vital chance to connect with overseas buyers. I'm pretty. I spent so much time getting ready because it's a rare field trip. Sob, I'm cute and pretty. Why do I have to wear this hobo outfit? We don't have a choice. The part-timer canceled at the last minute. Do you want to carry luggage instead of supervisor Ju? I'm sorry. Attention, visitors. A startled expression crosses the face of Imo June, dressed in a yellow costume. Rex Group's new product demonstration is about to begin. If interested, please head to booth B4 immediately. Rex even has a waiting. Hey, don't even try to compare us. Rex Group is the undisputed #1 in the pet industry. We're miles apart from them. But we still get a lot of visitors thanks to the manager, don't we? I'm a fan. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, I don't need to think about any of that. Meow. Manager Pink, did you buy coffee? Switch. Meow. You're switching with me? Thank you. Switch with me too. I said switch with me too. So that's the Gaydari Group booth. I feel like I can finally breathe. You're having a hard time too, right, Go Youngjun? Greeting people all day is exhausting. But still, doesn't this make it feel like we're out on a trip? Feels good. MMMH. We haven't had much time together lately because of your filming. Hey, are you Go Youngjun of Gaydari? Oh, are you a fan of the manager? It's break time now, so later. Shoo. Quiet, woman. Can't you see men are talking? Excuse me? Now let's see. MMPH. You look decent enough, but you lack spirit. You're just a half-witted novice, unlike the rumors. Meow. Hey, just because I'm being patient, do you think I'm a pushover? Looking at your necklace, you must be a fellow exhibitor. Why are you picking a fight with our manager? Apologize to the manager. And if I don't, then get out of our way. Don't give me orders. I move when I want to move. Oh, really? Then I'll make you move by force. Whoa there. Imo Jun unleashes a powerful slap, striking Go Youngjun across the face. Go Youngjun's eyes widen in shock and pain as the force of the blow registers. Imo Jun recoils, her expression a mix of shock and dawning realization. Are you okay? Your slap is stinging, yet sweet. Just like Tekbaki. What the hell are you? Are you alright? Vice Chairman Gong Yonghyuk. You jerk. How dare you lay a hand on the heir of Rex Group? What? Arrogant man. Hey woman, what are you going to do? My slaps are quite expensive. Decide. Mo Jun stares, her eyes wide with a mixture of fear and disbelief. Become my woman. Go Young Jun pulls Mo Jun closer, his gaze intense and possessive.